but I guess I will.
That's mostly how I live my life.
Yeah.
So, I mean, when I'm not making doorknobs all day,
Yeah.
I deliver the doorknobs. Ryan makes them.
I just deliver the knobs, so you got me beat.
You bring the
Brian knobs, though. I just meant the Brian knobs.
Oh, man.
What was the thing that Walter White would say? Like, I am the one that knocks or something like that.
I am the one who knocks.
Yeah.
Which is like
knocks on your doorknob.
If that was how people tried to enter homes, you had to knock on the doorknob. We'd live in a weird society.
I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna start doing that.
I'm gonna do when I deliver flowers. I'm gonna knock on their doorknob.
Yep, with a hammer.
Square hammer, though. It's gotta be a square.
Yeah,
hammer.
bring that square hammer.
Yeah, I get
you. The hammer loop in your pants. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Level Up Show podcast, the post E3 breakdown, blowdown.
Oh, I like that word.
Joining you is me, Ralph. Hello. Also joining me is Derek and Ryan. Hello,
Hi.
everyone.
Hopefully you can't hear me typing.
He's typing about doorknobs, I'm afraid.
Yeah.
We can't always hear you typing, just so you know.
Derek is live streaming this with his Switch. It looks like.
Yeah. I have my Switch. I have my Switch here. I was just gonna pull up the eShop because I don't remember when that updates. Is it Wednesdays or is it Tuesdays?
It's supposed to be Thursdays, but
Thursdays.
I mean, if games come out on Tuesdays, then it'll.
You're gonna buy a copy of Madden on there for
this is really annoying to me that I have to sign in every time I want to do anything on the Switch.
Why you gotta do that?
You have to do it? You don't have to do it?
No.
What the fuck?
Turn that off.
That's a thing I can shut off?
Hell yeah, I've never done that.
I've done it every time I get on this. It's probably because I have recurring nightmares.
That wasn't it.
About owning more copies of Everyone's Got the Rapture.
That's it. Yeah.
Well, somebody needs to buy that game.
I don't want to. I don't need that. The Lost Child is $50. Wow, that's too much.
Oh yeah.
Oh man,
for the same price.
That Octopath Traveler is a free download on the Switch. I thought that was a 3DS game.
It's a demo's free. It's a Switch game.
I think the 3DS is kind of dead.
Not according to Reggie Fils-Aimé. We'll talk about that news.
That was some bullshit.
Look, I was just there downloading something. I got to do it again.
Well,
yeah, shut that off.
I have some other good news for you, Derek. Assassin's Creed Syndicate, $8.
Oh man, I've never played an Assassin's Creed game. Is that the one I should start with?
That's not a bad one to start with.
You should just buy me the collection and mail it to me.
I probably couldn't send you that Ezio collection because those are older games that probably wouldn't.
And I would hate them.
Best impression. Yeah, I wouldn't give the best impression.
I mean, really, as well as you know me, you probably know that I'd play even in the newest one and be like, "Yeah, this is awful." Like it wouldn't change my feelings. It just wouldn't do anything for me. How about Hollow Knight for $15? Why is that a $15 even? That seems weird.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, that's just his normal price.
You want it to be $14.99 to make you think it's cheaper.
Yeah,
I would like that a lot, actually.
I'm still hoping for a physical version of that. I don't know if it's going to happen.
I was just looking for that one game that we'll talk about in
Donkey Kong Arcade Archives.
Talk about Super Smash Brothers. Well, you can't talk about that yet because we're not in the news segment.
Let's do it. News.
Oh shit! I'm not ready. God damn it! Fuck! I'm not ready for news.
Okay. Let's just. We could
Maybe that was the news.
Just keep talking.
We just talk about stuff we played while we were at your house.
Oh yeah, I mean we could do that. Whatever you want to do. It was
screw up the order. I don't care.
Yeah, fuck it up. Let's mess around. E3 happened.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Yeah, it happened without you. I'm sorry you missed it.
I mean, I was like blowing things everywhere.
You seemed okay. I really didn't think that you felt so bad until after the first day. Like you getting here, you seemed okay that first day on E3 on Sunday. Was that probably your best feeling day? Was Sunday?
No.
I read that wrong.
I mean,
it seemed like you weren't feeling well.
It was kind of the same problem throughout. Yeah. I don't know. I don't want to go over, but it was just bad. There was a lot of toilet troubles, so body problems.
I would like I said, it just didn't seem like you were super sick on Sunday when you got there. You seemed okay. Monday you looked fine until you started obviously we all stayed up pretty late, but Monday night you passed out earlier than me, which is usually impossible. Like I'm usually the first guy to fall asleep. And you fall asleep.
Do that. I don't fall asleep while doing anything. Yeah.
So you falling asleep sitting up, I was like, he really doesn't feel good. Like I knew you didn't feel good sitting up, not laying down and sleeping because you were never the person that falls asleep anywhere. Like you have the innate ability to be awake all the time, which I do not have.
He's always the driver late at night.
Yep, he is the one who drives.
Yeah, as long as you keep me away from melatonin, I'm good.
Yeah, I've been looking into melatonin recently because of the baby, because she doesn't sleep all that great. But the more I read about it, the more I'm like, yeah, probably not. Just because like it seems maybe not so great for the kids because there's not really a proven like track record of it.
Yeah, I can see that. I mean, I take it like every day, but I don't know about a kid.
Yeah, baby might not be so good.
Yeah, I wouldn't give it all. I mean, I don't know. Melatonin is weird because it's just like it's just telling your body that it's time to sleep.
Right, which is fine until the kid becomes dependent upon it because it's only they slept when they were younger. That's what worries me.
Yeah,
not to get too personal about it, but that's when I knew like B3, E3 was going to be a little bit rough for you.
B3, yeah.
That's when I knew that you weren't feeling super great, which bummed me out. Like I hate when you don't feel good. Last year you left sick. This year you showed up what we thought was maybe okay,
and I started the fluid packs.
You had the fluid. Yeah, you missed the cops showing up. It was bad.
Well, if I've learned anything, it's good to be sleeping when the cops show up. They just leave me alone.
Yep, that's very true.
So that's what happened to me in my dorm.
Cops were there, and you were asleep.
Everybody else gets busted for drinking underage, and they just leave me alone because I'm sleeping on the futon.
So like, this kid likes to party by sleeping.
I mean, I was innocent. I was not drinking. Yeah. I was just tired because I just got back from my parents' house.
Doorknobs?
No. Delivering the knobs. Delivering the doorknobs to the needy children.
That doesn't sound right at all. But I'll go with it.
Yeah, I don't want to explain it.
So we witnessed Derek play The Witness.
Oh yeah.
On the Xbox.
So with Ryan and you coming up to hang out at my place for the weekend, or I guess the early part of the week, which was great, by the way. I appreciate you guys driving up here and hanging out here. I love having you, even though the dog shit and pissed on the bed that you were sleeping on. Right,
I can't believe that happened.
That was real weird. The dog must have been so mad. I didn't really realize she said that to you.
Yeah, she started saying something to me, and I could have swore I heard her say the word poop. I was like, what'd you just say? And then she said it again, and I was like, somebody pooped in the bed? I was like, what are you talking about?
And she's pretty articulate, but she just kind of talks fast, so she slurs her words together. So, like, you can usually pick up what she's saying, but sometimes you're like, I don't get a word you're fucking saying, so I don't know.
So I thought she was joking until you said something, and I was like, oh, man.
You guys left to go get food, and then all of a sudden they go into, like, take care of the bed, and boom, poop.
Thankfully, you slept around it, and you survived.
Thankfully, all I did was flip the sheet over and hope for the best.
No, I didn't smell anything. So
no, I changed all that stuff out and cleaned like a man. So Ryan had his Xbone, and I, as not an Xbox owner, as you guys well know, that I'm not the Xbox guy. I really want to play a lot of Xbox games though, and they have the Game Pass deal. And so Ryan was glorious enough to purchase the Game Pass for a whole month for $1, which is great. And so I played some of The Witness, and that game was fun. It was difficult because, again, it is a non-linear game. It does not give you any sense of real direction, which was okay. I didn't really hate it. But, I played for maybe, an hour-ish, hour and a half with those puzzles. We got to that second island area where we thought we were following the power cords, and when we got to the area that we thought should be lit up, it wasn't lit up. So, that's what was kind of frustrating because, I don't know, is that, okay, hey, you can now just proceed to the next area and you'll have to come back here, or is it something I'm missing? That's what I wanted from that. But otherwise, that's just kind of a zen, peaceful game. I'm not great at those puzzles, obviously. I haven't asked you guys for help. But I had a good time playing it. That game was dope. I really had a good time.
Yeah, it looked cooler. For some reason, I thought it was, the environments were bigger. I don't know if that was because people were, I don't know, maybe... I think they were playing on PS4 because it was PS4 exclusive when it first came out.
Yeah.
Now it's on PC and Xbox. Yeah. So I don't know why I thought the environments were bigger. They just seemed a little smaller when you were running around. But it looked pretty cool.
That'd be a fun game for the Switch, just because the touch controls might be kind of fun to play around with on those puzzles and like the environmental puzzles.
Did he announce anything for Switch or anything?
I think he did.
I don't think so.
But I'd like to play that game. I just, it was on sale for, I think, was it $15 or $20 recently, and I still couldn't.
Yeah.
For what that game is, I just can't justify spending $20 on it. If that was a $10 game, I'd probably buy it. Like, I'm looking here on the Switch right now, and Night in the Woods, which is a game I've been wanting to play since last year, is on sale for $14, and like that is really kind of pulling me in that. Like,
since we crapped all over that game.
Yeah. $14 for me seems like a pretty decent price, but I'm just worried I'm always worried I'm going to spend too much. But $14 for a game that got really good reviews, aside from the Level Up Show podcast crew.
For the people who haven't played it.
For people who have, for Judgment Week.
Hey, we watched it at PAX.
We did watch it at PAX.
And we got buttons.
I was going to say, I'm pretty sure I have a Night in the Woods thing very close to me in this big pile of stuff. That's Jesus. Old Jesus is around me.
Oh, that book.
Jesus for Gamers or whatever. What would Jesus in video games do?
That book was weird.
Oh, no, this is in the shadows. That's not it. Anyway, it's here somewhere.
I know I've got a button of it somewhere, which I don't know if we were supposed to get buttons because we didn't play it, but
the button might be downstairs on my other button. Like I've got like the
on your jean jacket.
Yeah, on my sweet jean jacket I wear all the time.
Yeah, that's a good place.
I would definitely play more of The Witness at a cheaper price yet, but that game is pretty dope.
Is it like a metal vest? Your jean jacket?
Yeah, it's actually a Kevlar vest.
Okay.
Okay. He named it after some guy named Gene. It's not actually denim.
Gene Kevlar.
I think Andrew has got one of those jackets with a bunch of band patches on it.
I'm sure.
Probably.
What else do we play?
Runner 3. I think you guys. No, you played it, right?
I played it. Ryan didn't play any of it. The kids
they wanted to play it.
The kids were all about that game. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have to buy that game for the Switch, but I didn't even look at how much that game was.
Yeah, maybe 20 to download. Or
is it only a download or is it physical?
30. I got it physical, but it was 40 for physical.
Oh God,
that's Switch tax.
Man, that's crazy.
I mean, I think I've got my money's worth, and it came with some cool stuff like a little soundtrack and a instruction manual and a little thing of Commander video that lights up. I don't know, it's like a keychain thing.
Pretty cool looking. Like that is a good looking game, and it was fun to play. Like, and then like playing that, and then playing Trials. Like it's kind of that similarity of just running it over and over again.
Yeah, like one more run.
Runner looks a little more in depth, which I liked.
You could probably get Runner 2 on PS4 for pretty cheap, which is, I mean, it's pretty similar. You wouldn't have Charles Martinet in it.
I mean,
probably.
Kind of want Charles Martinet if I'm going to do it.
I mean, it takes a bit to unlock him.
That's fine. But I really just want to play a Shovel Knight, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I haven't unlocked him yet.
I looked up how to get him the other day. I won't spoil it, but I looked up how to get him the other day.
You just probably got to do some quest for someone.
It's like the last. It's like the last video. It's like the last, I think, area.
Okay, that makes sense.
$40 for it, like that, fucking shit. $29.99. Target's out for $30.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, and it's out of stock everywhere. Great. Moving on.
Yeah, I was wondering about that. Like some of those. That company who published that, made the physical version was Nicholas. I don't know what it is. But I wonder if all their stuff is like short run like that. But I don't know.
Short round, maybe.
Short round. Yeah, that's probably it.
You don't want that.
We watched you finish Crackdown. No, we didn't.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. You guys didn't. I think I played that for how long? Like 2 minutes.
It was long enough to get in, show me what the game looked like, then attempt to run through an obstacle course challenge, fail at the obstacle course challenge.
I've never passed one of those.
It did not give you good direction, and then you shut it off.
Yeah, I've never passed one of those. I always I'll do well for a while, and then I'll miss a turn. I won't recognize it. It wants me to jump up.
Right.
So
it didn't help you. It didn't do you any favors.
It sure
did. I still hate that game. But I'll probably finish that game sometime.
I mean, you're gonna need things to do, so.
Well, maybe not.
Not right now.
Not with everything that's coming out in the fall.
Yeah. Or February of 2019.
Yeah. Absolver. Derek played that. I played it a little.
Yeah. It seemed fine. I can't really give you the fact. I kind of wish that we would have been able to play more video games, which is always why I wish that you guys were here one more day early. Because I feel like we could have banged through Absolver. That game seems interesting, but I think it would be more interesting the deeper you get into that. That's what she said. But I think that's what that is about. Like that whole game's build with the whole learning different movesets and upgrading that ability. Obviously, it plays into playing the game at a longer time, which isn't something I did. So it looks really cool. I think the art style is awesome. The combat felt fine. I didn't like the switching of the stances, but that just could be because I'm not a fighting game player. But it seemed genuinely good.
Yeah, I was gonna try to play that this week, and I kind of forgot.
Yeah, I have played literally nothing since you guys have left.
Okay, but you played Sea of Thieves.
I did venture into the high seas of Thieves.
Grab some booty.
Yep. That game's just weird to me. I get it that we should all be smarter like Ryan, but we're not smart like Ryan.
What?
I don't know. Like that game started with it being multiplayer, and like that is a game that I think I would only play if I knew, hey, I've got this person that's going to play with me. I don't want to do it with another rando again. Like that's just not the way I want to play that game.
No,
it seems like the only way to play it.
Yeah, and
that's boring as hell.
Yeah, it was really dumb. And just like the ability to they obviously the more you play it, you know, I've heard CJ talk about it on the Player One podcast, and he fucking loves that game. And
it looks cool.
It does look really nice. Rare did a really good job with all that business. But I just think for me, and I think Gersman said the same thing, like he just wants stuff to do and like doing the little, hey, let's go do this quest. And then you have to go to the map and figure out where to go. Like it doesn't really tell you where you got to go. You just have to figure it out. Like that doesn't feel great.
Yeah. Well, what sucks with Jeff though is like, I feel like I'm kind of the same way. He wants to play it as a single player game. He doesn't care about the multiplayer stuff.
I want an experience that I can I don't need my own experience. I'll have everyone else's experience too. I just want to have it. I just want to have something.
Yeah, but I feel like not playing so playing with all your friends would probably be great, but also playing with all your friends and maybe having like one random person would probably be fine too, because that quick look that they did with all of them and that one random person was awesome.
Yeah, it was really fun. And I think playing with other people, like that's the whole point, is like you can have some pretty good times. Like I was bored, and again, I have not been in the mood to really play many video games lately, but I threw on a stream and I'm like, I'm gonna watch some dude play some Sea of Thieves. And they rolled up onto this mountain and then launched themselves out of the cannons, which I didn't know you could do on a galleon, launched themselves up to where apparently there was like a big chair, and I don't know what was beyond the chair, but there was like 4 or 5 or 6 of them on this galleon playing, and they'd all shoot themselves up there, and a couple of the guys like couldn't get the jump down, so you'd get in the cannon and fire themselves, and one guy just missed completely and fucking died, and like that was it's just humorous to see that kind of stuff, and like that's the fun. I didn't get the loop of what that game was, and that was kind of depressing. And I also only played it for like, an hour and change. So I can't really say it's a bad game, but I wish there was a little more single player mentality or just a little more to do.
Yeah, I mean, it did nothing for me. Like more skeletons everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
It did nothing for me. Like, I mean,
how was eating the banana?
I mean, I don't eat my banana with the skin on. So,
is that really how they ate the banana? They didn't peel it?
I mean, it didn't show the peeling animation, so I'm just going to assume they just devoured the whole banana.
That's probably DLC.
Yeah. Anybody eat a banana with the skin on?
Not even monkeys.
Nope.
Yeah.
I mean, like it probably would be more fun with your friends, but I still feel like I could play another game with my friends and have more fun.
Yes.
Than I would ever have with that game with my
mount
friends.
Your friends.
Probably. I was just thinking, like, I never played Grand Theft Auto Online, but like if you did a heist with like
your buddies,
few of your friends, like I feel like that'd probably be more up my alley than
you'd have to talk with your friends like you would if you were in like a Ubisoft demo at E3.
Go!
Yeah.
Okay. Weed 3.
Yeah.
No, that wasn't this year.
Long live Weed 3.
Who played Knights of the Old Republic?
Ryan did.
Oh
Okay.
yeah.
That's on here.
Listed all this stuff.
I did.
Apparently,
Okay.
Derek.
I played that for like a couple minutes too.
Yep.
Game of the year.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Well, I'd never seen it, so I asked Ryan to throw it on.
Yeah, I probably should have played the second one. I think the second one looks a little bit better, but first one was made by BioWare. Second one was Obsidian. So
I could see like the dialogue wise, like that you can see very much the like, oh man, long dialogue text streams style of gameplay like that BioWare is known for. Like I saw that, and Ryan's such a speed reader, he read it all while clicking the X button as fast as
I wasn't reading most of that shit. I've been going through that intro part like 4 or 5 times. I can never finish that game. Those games are so old. They look so outdated now.
They do look really fucking rough. Like, it reminds me, there was a Star Wars game I used to play on the PC that I have to look up that I don't know that I've ever really discussed here. But, I mean, that game was fun. It was a first-person computer, I think it's an actual CD-ROM game that was just, I mean, man, think back on that game. That game was rough to play. That game was hard.
Was it like a first-person shooter?
Yeah, I think it was a first-person shooter.
Was it like Dark Forces or...
I'm trying to look it right now as you continue to. I just remember playing on an old-ass fucking PC, like really old.
Dark Forces is probably
I bet you it was Dark Forces because that's like the way that game looks familiar. I don't think it was this Jedi Knight. I think Dark Forces makes sense.
Yeah, Dark Forces came out on PlayStation 1. I always thought about buying that. I don't know why.
Yes, I think that is the one. And like it just, I mean, it looks like any of those other PC games from back then. I wasn't good at it, but I liked playing it. That was back when I played that. I played Doom. I played a shit ton of Duke Nukem because, of course, I did.
Oh, yeah. Why wouldn't you?
More, I mean, because I wanted to see boobs. Like, that's really the reason.
Shake it, baby. Yeah.
Shake it, baby.
They're all pixelated, though.
I don't care.
You didn't.
Like 7.
When humping, done. It's whatever.
It's still the same thing.
Yeah.
One pump DV. That's what they call me.
Even the Camel's got more humps than
I do.
Yeah. Let's see. I think that's all we have listed there.
Yeah, we didn't do a lot of. I ended up finding that Castlevania code after you guys left.
Oh yeah.
So we didn't play any Super Nintendo games this time. I wish we would have, but having the bedroom down there now is a little different. I just need a bigger house with a game room. It's kind of what I figured out.
I thought you guys were going to play NBA Playgrounds, but that never happened.
Yeah, I thought we were going to. I mean, we just didn't get there was a lot of press conferences, dude. Like, there was not a lot of downtime in between that and taking care of the kids.
Yeah, that's true.
That was a lot. I mean, that truly just felt like a lot of it. And you guys did great helping with kids. I appreciate that very much. That's a big thing. So, yeah, they're just what I mean, especially Monday. Like Monday was our biggest day that we had most of the time. You got to think we had five press conferences that day with PC and Devolver.
Yeah,
PC one was weird.
PC one. I mean, we didn't even watch all of it because we went to Hy-Vee, and then when we got back, you watched a little bit of it while we fired up the grill. But there was just no fucking time.
He was he's too busy finishing Vampire. I still don't know what it is.
Vampiro.
I don't know. There was some guy who I was listening to who said he was interviewing them, and when talking to them, they said it both ways.
I say Vampire. I think Vampire looks right to me.
Well, I was watching someone's review. It was either IGN or GameSpot, and they said Vampire. So,
yeah,
but that doesn't mean anything.
Yeah,
I don't know. Who the hell knows? I guess you want to talk about that? How you finished that and made us watch?
Yeah, well,
you guys asleep.
Yeah, you guys all fell asleep.
I was asleep. Yeah,
you guys got all turned into vampires.
I fell asleep. Well, no. Careful, I fell asleep first, and then I fell asleep and then woke up to the Kingdom Hearts music.
Well, the kids were asleep. Like 2 hours before that.
Yeah,
but yeah, we knew how to wake you up.
You sure did. It did a great job.
I mean, it's too bad you had a boner when you woke up. But
wasn't too bad though. You guys both seemed okay with it.
If we would have played the Kingdom Hearts, it might not have happened. But,
that's true. I might not have woke up. Period.
Yeah, I don't know. That game is kind of a bummer. It's not a terrible game. Like it's not a little secret game, but it's just I think it's just too long. The combat is actually kind of fun and kind of neat, and it does seem kind of like it's a really simple like Bloodborne style combat, minus like the good bosses, like even minus the good enemies. Like because Bloodborne has way better enemies, way better bosses, but the just general style of where you got a gun, you got a sword, and you're doing a lot of dashing around. Way too much talking. The side quests were not interesting either. So, and kind of managing like the concepts of like managing certain parts of London's health while there's like this Spanish flu vampire epidemic going on was interesting. But
kind of boring to me.
Or
tedious.
Yeah. Well, yeah. So when you first like, because you're kind of unlocking, there's 4 sections. You unlock them kind of one at a time. When you only have like 1 or 2 to manage, it's not too bad. But then at the end of the game, like where you guys saw where I had to run to all 4 sections and heal everybody, I didn't have to, but I wanted to.
Right, like that's where for me, like I would have just. I understand like you're trophy hunting a little bit there. Like that was rough, dude. That was rough.
Yeah,
I just couldn't have done that. Like I would have shut the game off or just stopped playing or just stopped caring. I would have just killed everybody.
And like, the game's not very difficult, but you can make it even easier by just killing it. Like if you want to do certain side quests and talk to people to raise the experience points you get for killing them. And if you get it high enough and kill everybody, then you can be really overpowered and make the game really easy, even though it's already pretty easy. But it's just kind of a bummer. It feels like I bet you in years from now, some people will talk about that game highly, but I can't imagine going back and playing that and wanting to finish it again.
It's gonna be on a hidden gem video. That's for damn sure.
Yeah, I would say it probably will be, but it's not one of the better hidden gems.
I mean, most of Metal Jesus' hidden gems I wouldn't call very good games most of the time.
It's more of an interesting game than it is a good game.
Yeah.
But
okay, so game of the year, I take it.
Yeah, hidden gem of the year.
It knocked Lost Sphere off the top. Yep.
Now that Lost Child has arrived, though, it'll be it's all over with the tears.
He's played Lost Child.
Yeah,
I know.
For like an hour.
About that?
So I haven't got too far in it, but it's kind of weird because this game is out on Switch. It's out on PlayStation Vita and PlayStation 4. And it looks like they just took, I don't know who all worked. I know they have like one of those Suda 51 studios that he interacts with. I don't even know how to pronounce it. No, so there's like Grasshopper, and then there's the one that starts with a K.
Oh, Kadokawa or something.
Yeah, and I don't think so. Is Suda 51? Is he like head of any of those, or he just interacts with those studios to do stuff?
I thought he was the head of Grasshopper, but I'm not really sure.
They worked on it, and I wonder if any of them were like ex-Atlas people or something, because they pretty much just made one of those like 3DS Shin Megami Tensei games.
Kadokawa games.
Yeah, I don't know how you. If that's how is that how they have something to show you how to pronounce it? Or?
No, I'm just guessing.
It's pronounced Nair.
I mean, I would be the guy to pronounce Japanese things.
Vampire, so how do you want to go with that one?
Imperial.
Yeah. So yeah, like just from the first hour, it seems like it's going to be one of those games, but like a little bit different. It's got really good anime cutscenes. Women with ridiculously large boobs, so not quite Senran Kagura, but
that's too bad. So this is from, is it like the guy who came up with El Shaddai, or what is this?
I think so. There's a character at the beginning that's called Lucifer, like, and wasn't that the guy in the El Shaddai. I was
I
talking
don't
to you.
remember. I didn't. I think I played the demo. I don't remember.
There's no designer genes that I am aware of in this one, though. So,
Okay, it's too bad.
But yeah, you're kind of like you work for. It kind of reminds me of folklore because you're some guy who works for some occult magazine, and you're investigating ghosts, other weird stuff, aliens, things like that. And so some lady with really large boobs comes up to you and tells you she's an angel and she's got like a message from God and you're the chosen one. And you have to go and
pull out her titties and go, "This is the message."
She's a frost.
Yeah. Apparently you can't take a picture of her because you can't take a picture of an angel. So
can you record the gameplay or does it not allow that either?
I probably could. I probably could have recorded it. I didn't see anything that popped up and said like can't record this section, but it's very dialogue heavy. So I haven't got to a dungeon. Well, so even like I haven't got to a real dungeon yet. I've been to like the tutorial one, and just moving around that just looks like one of those Shin Megami Tensei games. So it'd be interesting to know or like see if any of them worked on that or joined that studio or something.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, it's also weird to see like that type of game on something other than the handheld, because it makes sense on a 3DS, and you can kind of forgive the lack of like a 3D environment to really. Well, there is like the dungeons are 3D when you run around those, but they're all very simplistic. So, but I guess if they put it on the Vita, they can't really do much about it to make it look better. Yeah. I don't know. Hopefully the game's not too long, because it probably will be, but hopefully it's not too long.
You'll platinum it probably.
there's no way. I should look at the trophies, see if there's anything ridiculous in there.
Did you platinum Kingdom Hearts 2 yet?
No, there's like a trophy for getting sword to level 99. It's like as soon as I saw that, it's like, nope, not happening.
I mean, it's not that hard, probably.
Sword to 99. I don't know.
Not as hard as you
no.
were.
Yeah, boy, I'll tell you what.
I got out of Twilight Town.
Dogtown was over.
Yeah, I don't know what you think of that part, Derek, but I really don't like that part.
Yeah, so that everything about the beginning of that game, like it's weird because obviously like they're trying to introduce you to Roxas, and then like you go and battle that dude in the like square, like, and that is just it just felt pointless because I guess to me, if you're playing Kingdom Hearts 2, I assume you play Kingdom Hearts 1, and the combat is essentially the same fucking thing. Other than I think they moved a couple buttons around for you to do different kind of magic things, I think. But the gameplay is essentially the same. So why you have to do that battle is beyond me. But I think they're trying to recapture the whole, hey, look, you're on an island with your friends and some Final Fantasy characters, except for this is no island or Final Fantasy characters. So nothing is cool.
They show the island off in the distance in one of the cutscenes.
Until they get like nothing really cool happens until I think you get to. I don't even know if it's the train station happens first. I can't remember, or if it's when you get to the house. Is it the mansion that you go to?
Yeah, there's a mansion with the two. Well, the guy sounds like an old guy. I don't know if he's an old guy, and then there's Anthem in there.
Old Diz. Diz is in there.
Yeah, Diz. Yeah.
Even though Diz is a fake name, but spoilers.
Yeah. Nominee's in there.
Old Nominee's doing weird things to Sora.
Just making bad art.
Making really bad art. You're gonna sell it on Etsy probably.
Drawing a picture of. Was it a picture of Sora and Roxas holding hands or something? Yeah, walking next to each other.
It's some weird fetish porn stuff. It's fine.
Yeah. What's that name of? Is it Kawaii or something? Where there's some South Park did an episode on it where there's like girls who write like anime where they just pretty much have two guys
doing it.
Yeah, like two younger guys. Pretty much. Yeah. I don't know. I guess some of it's more softcore, but it's pretty funny.
I'm only here for the hardest of cores. I will tell you, like the beginning of that game, everything is like it's so basic, but then you have like to do that fucking weird like run down the street in a certain amount of time thing. Like that's dumb. The train station's whatever. The train station's cool only because did you already see Mickey?
Yeah, he walked out.
He walked out as you're already gone. And like it shows,
I think he talked to Mickey for maybe a second or something. Roxas did. Or maybe it was Sora. I can't remember.
I think it's Sora that talks to Mickey. Yeah. And then he's gone, and you're like, holy shit. Because they built up the first game, obviously, to like, oh, man, where's Mickey? Can't find him. And then, boom, there he is at the last second. So then for them to lead with that's kind of cool. Yeah, the whole beginning section of not Traverse Town, but
Twilight Town,
it's just not it's not worth it, in my opinion.
Yeah, I'm kind of bummed that they don't have the Dog Street jersey in Kingdom Hearts 3.
Yeah, it's kind of bogus. Everyone's got to grow up sometime, even though none of them look grown up.
Yeah. Well, apparently, Sora grew up some. They had to give me a new outfit because apparently they had one shrinking.
Yeah, you had to let it out in the pants a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I needed a couple extra belt buckles.
Yeah, too many beers while you were asleep. I will tell you that the clothes changing thing was like always one of my most favorite things about that game. Just because like the first game, the clothes I don't think look very cool, and I think the upgrade from 1 to 2 is absolutely like much better looking clothes. So like that was a pretty cool like, hey, this is gonna happen. So for them to not really talk too much about like what he's gonna wear in the new one, I was like, oh, like that's kind of a staple to me of like you got to change the clothes.
Yeah.
Oh man,
so was Mulan in the first one?
No, just the second one.
So that means I must have played the Mulan part in the second one because I remembered it. Was it in that card one?
No, I don't think she's in Kingdom Hearts 2.
No,
I'm sorry, Kingdom Hearts, not Kingdom Hearts 2, but Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories.
So I must have, when I played it on PS3, got through some of the Mulan part because I remember some of it. Yeah.
She's only in Kingdom Hearts 2.
Okay. I thought I only played the Twilight Town part, but I guess I played a little further than I thought.
Yep. I mean, it's not crazy far into that game to get there. Like that's the first new world I think you get to.
Well, they give you a branching pass, and I think most people probably pick the one that Mulan's at, the dragon one.
The Land of Dragons.
Yeah, the first gummy thing was pretty easy. I'm hoping all the rest are just as easy.
I just don't want anything more with fucking gummy ships. I'm so over it. You have no idea.
Chip and Dale have to do something.
I just don't think you do.
Did Chip and Dale use a gummy ship in anything other than Kingdom Hearts?
No, a gummy ship is not real.
There was that show called Gummy Bears. It was a cartoon.
Please don't sing the Gummy Bears song.
Please, Chip and Dale eat gummy bears.
Please don't sing the Gummy Bears song.
Was it just Gummy Bear Genocide starring Chip and Dale?
Monterey Jack.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's eating those Limburger gummy bears. Okay. What about some Horizon DLC?
They could do like an Attack on Titan thing with gummy bears, like have one of those giant, like, was it like a 1 pound gummy bear or something? How big? Have you ever seen those giant red gummy bears?
Yes.
Maybe it's 5 pound. Is it 1 pound?
It's a 5 pound.
Yeah, just have like some smaller gummy bears get attacked by one of those giant gummy bears. Attack on Titan with gummy bears.
You should download Game Maker and make that happen.
But the Horizon thing, it looks really nice. The only thing that sucks is trying to relearn how to play it because it's been so long since I played it last. So, and my character is at like level 50 something, and I think all the DLC stuff is like recommended 30. So it feels like I don't have to try, but then occasionally I'll run into an enemy where I do have to try, and then I was like, oh shit, I don't remember how to do any of this. So once I get used to that, it's probably not gonna be too bad. But it's mostly just running around the snow. It is kind of weird doing it separate from the main story, just because the story's over for me. So, and then I'm still not really sure what's going on with this, with whatever they're doing in the Frozen Wilds, because I haven't played that much of the story yet. So I've just done side quests so far, but it seems fine. I don't know if it's worth $20 yet, but it seems fine. You like unlocks an area off to like the northeast. It's a pretty big area, so It's mostly snowy, pretty much. They call it the cut, which I don't know why. Can't remember why. I think they explained it, but I don't know. I think there's like the other thing that sucks too is there's a bunch of like towers that they have to go override or destroy, and some of them are kind of a pain in the ass to override just because there's enemies everywhere. And while you're trying to override them, it's shooting out some stuff that basically wipes out your shields. So if there's a really tough enemy nearby and that happens while you're overriding it and that enemy sees you, he could pretty much like one hit kill you while you're overriding it. Which sucks. But
yeah.
I don't know what I'm gonna do. Play more Lost Child, try to finish Kingdom Hearts 2 or finish the Frozen Wilds.
Frozen Wilds probably isn't too long, is it?
Probably not. Well, the way I play it, it'll probably be like 6 or 7 hours because I'm going to try to do all the stuff. But there's not too many collectibles either. But.
Okay. Anything else this week? Or
no, I was going to play Resident Evil 2, but I never got a chance.
I also thought about playing Resident Evil 2.
Did you have a copy? Or are you going to buy it on the PSN store?
I got it. PS1. Some dude gave it to me one time.
Really? Is it a complete copy? Or?
It's missing the manual. I guess why he gave it to me. I mean, whatever.
That means you don't have a cover. Right?
What?
That means you don't have a cover, right?
No, it was one of those double.
Oh, yeah. You're right. Yeah.
Well, is it it maybe even be 2 discs? I always thought that was weird.
It is. It's Claire's one disc and Leon's the other disc.
Okay. Some PS1 games are like double thick cased like that, but they only have 1 disc. And I think it's because the manual is fat. Like, I feel like...
I don't know if I have any like that.
I think I have. I think G Police is only 1 disc. I'll have to look. I have them all upstairs.
I kind of like the way that the cases they got in Europe. I kind of like the way those cases look better than the U.S. cases. I don't know if you've seen those.
I bet I have, but I can't place it.
They're a little wider than the typical CD case, but
okay.
They just look more. I don't know. They look like they hold up better. The CD cases crack so easy.
Yeah, they do. At least CD cases are easy to replace.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like them Saturn and Sega CD cases that are a bitch.
You could buy some like old Wilson Phillips CDs at the Goodwill place.
Yeah. Just keep the disc and then
hold on for one more day. Yeah.
Come on. Come on.
Oh
man.
I played a bunch of random shit, but I mostly finished Bloodstained Curse of the Moon, the regular campaign. Then it unlocks Nightmare Mode, which is worse. I think it's mostly the same campaign, except you're playing as everyone but the main guy. So the other 3, but then once you get to the final area, it opens up some new things my dad was showing me on his copy. Yeah.
Spoilers.
I mean, it's not much of a story, so whatever.
I thought the whole the reset and playing it again thing I thought was really cool.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it gives you another reason to play through it again.
Yeah, I mean, it can't be that short of a campaign, and especially if you're going to play it on easy or normal or whatever the fuck it's called.
Yeah.
Casual.
I may just play Nightmare Mode on casual because I've Veteran is the other.
That boss battle is a bitch, though, isn't it?
Once I figured out the pattern, I was not getting a pattern at all when I was at your house, but then I did it. It probably took me 7 or 8 times.
You smack the eyes, jump up, and then just go to town.
The eyes just give you platforms
to jump up there.
But I couldn't figure out the sickle things it was throwing.
Oh yeah, to stand dead center.
The yellow ones you stand center, and then the red, pink ones you have to whip, and then it destroys them.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever.
Any of them or no?
Is that like a horse thing?
It could be, as far as I know.
That song is about riding a horse, isn't it?
I have no idea.
I'm surprised you even know what that song is, to be honest.
The only reason why I know is because my brother's kids have whipped and nay-nayed in front of me. I've seen it.
I wouldn't repeat that.
That was like 2 or 3 years ago, so that song's probably pretty old now.
Okay, yeah, probably.
It's like asking someone to teach you how to Dougie.
Does that guy or girl, whoever wrote that song, have any new hits?
Or
they ever wonder?
Did that Hold On One More Day?
Yeah, the cover everyone's talking about.
They do a remix called Nay Nay and Whip.
Yeah. Watch me hold on. Watch me do one more day.
It's just called Nene's Whip. It's about her new car.
Isn't Nene that basketball guy?
Yeah.
Also.
Speaking of, did you see fucking Mike Bibby and his ridiculous steroided out fucking body? What is that?
No.
I don't know.
Oh, man. Let me pull up Mike
out of the NBA. You don't have to worry about performance enhancing drugs. You just take whatever you want.
Mike Bibby looks fucking scary gross, man. Look at this motherfucker. I'm gonna screen share real quick.
His lower body is still pretty small, but his upper body.
But his upper body is grossly large.
Man, was he on one of them LeBron teams in Miami, or was that Mike Miller?
That's probably Mike Miller. Okay. I don't know if Bibby ever was.
Yeah, I feel like I got them mixed up sometimes.
I don't know if Bibby ever won a championship.
Probably not.
Is he on the Kings? Yeah.
All right, here you go. You see Mike Bibby?
What?
What is that?
What?
You see this motherfucker? Like,
why would he be that?
I don't know. Like, why would you do that to yourself?
He was on the Heat 2011. So
why? Like, what are you doing? There's no way that's genuine. None.
What team is Ghost?
He's in some weird NBA league, not NBA league, but some weird like basketball league for older people.
Oh, was he in the Big Three or no?
Yeah, I think that is it. Or something.
That Ice Cube one.
I think so.
I don't know, man.
Mike Bibby.
Mike Bibby. There's a video of Mike Bibby taking fucking steroids. Oh,
he cooks in the home. Yeah.
I gotta shut my cookbook. Like, what is that? Why?
That other guy's wearing a Vancouver Grizzlies shirt, it looks like.
Nah.
Oh, it just looks like it. Okay.
Ball is life worldwide.
What?
Prestige worldwide. Yeah.
Yes. Damn it. I played a lot of Crash Bandicoot this week because
Katie ready for Spyro?
Katie and the young relative love that shit. So
is he any good at it?
It's okay for a kid his age.
He's no adult, is what you're saying?
I mean, I don't know. That shit's hard. Some of those stages.
Derek has just turned into our notes.
Yeah, he's live notes.
Yep.
I mean, I played a little Dragon's Crown Pro. That feels just like Dragon's Crown. Kind of wondering why I bought it.
Yeah, I felt the same way.
The case is cool, though.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. I played some Super Mario 3D World last night for some reason.
How was that?
It's still a good game. It's a good time.
Wait, see, that means you pulled out your Wii U?
Yeah, my Wii U is still hooked up.
I think if maybe just all the cats running around your house just somehow made you like feel like you need to put that game in.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
That's probably what it was.
Probably. Yeah. I don't know. I guess I just.
Do your cats respond to seeing Mario as a cat, or nothing?
Not yet. I haven't
Bowser.
got that cross yet.
Only when Charles Martinet starts meowing.
It's true. I don't know. I tried out Wonder Boy, the Dragon's Trap, because I got that on Switch recently for pretty cheap physical, and I don't think I like it. It looks really nice and it's cool. I can switch from
the box art looks good.
Yeah, I mean you can switch from the redrawn graphics to the 8-bit Master System. I think it's 8-bit graphics, and then I'm like, I just need to play something fun. So, and I lost all my Wii U save files, so I'm like, I could start a 3D world.
Oh no, man! How are you ever gonna finish Devil's Third?
I could never beat that one fucking boss, and I even put it on easy. Could not do it. I was gonna finish that game. Maybe I'll try it again one day. I think that's all I played that's worth a while that I can think of. No, I guess I did play the Sushi Striker demo that Derek played.
Yeah.
That
game sucks.
The game is meant for a touchscreen.
Yep.
Because playing with a controller is not fun.
No, it was not fun. I did not have a good time.
I like if they put Fruit Ninja on there.
Yeah, just imagine moving the joystick to cut the fruit. It's not quite the same, but it would be more fun with using your finger.
What if you were moving the joystick to cut the cheese?
Fart Ninja, I would play that. So none of us picked up Sushi Striker after playing the demo.
Yeah. Nope, we all knew it was going to be garbage.
I mean, I don't know if it's garbage.
Yeah, I shouldn't call it garbage.
It's not up my alley.
It's not my style game. It looks interesting because I'm like, oh man, there's a story mode here, and then I was like, oh wait, I don't care about the story mode.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd want to use I don't know if I'd want that gameplay for a story length. I mean, it's probably not very long, but whatever.
But, I mean, it's kind of similar to the other game you didn't like, the other cooking game, right? That you didn't like, Match 3 style.
Battleship Brigade.
Yeah.
I mean,
similar vibes.
I think Battleship Brigade is a better game.
Sure.
It's just
not for you.
I don't know. I feel like I should give it another chance. It's just like shit is timed on there, and I don't like timed stuff very well.
It's Dead Rising is what you're saying.
It's the Dark Souls of Match 3.
The darkest Match 3 game you've ever played. If you don't Match 3, you die.
And I mean, there's I didn't like the way the buttons were laid out very well.
Sure.
Oh man, we didn't even talk about Shaq Fu. I forgot about that.
Yeah, that game's something else.
Speaking of buttons not laid out very well.
Wow, what a game.
Fuck. I'll probably appear on some list at some point.
You gotta finish it, yeah.
I don't have that rule where I have to finish a game.
No, I'm with you.
Yeah, I still haven't finished Aliens.
You better get on that. I also played the Mario Tennis Aces demo because that game comes out this week.
Oh man, I'm pretty excited, and I kind of want to buy Mario Tennis Aces. I just have to make sure I've got the funds to do so. But that game is pretty good. That demo is good anyway.
Yeah, I mean, if you're doing Mario sports stuff, then I think the tennis is usually pretty well done for Mario sports stuff. It's just sometimes there's like the Wii U tennis game, it played well, but there was no real reason to play it single player because it's just a tournament, which was the same with the 3DS tennis game. I forgot what the hell that was called. But this one supposedly has, I don't know if it's RPG elements where you're upgrading shit and experience points. I hope it is, but I mean, there's a story and there's boss battles, so that's kind of cool. I don't know.
I want to play that single player for sure.
Yeah.
It also seems like a game to me that I could pull. I don't know about renting it, but I could buy it and trade it back in and be probably happy with myself.
Yeah. I don't know. Renting it may not be a bad idea, but
I don't know. I haven't looked up there if they even have Switch games up there, so I don't know.
Did they have a soccer one for Wii U?
No. There's one for Wii and GameCube. I've never played one of them.
They call them strikers or something. Or...
Yeah, not Sushi Strikers though. But, yeah. I know a bad Mario sports game is Mario Hoops 3-on-3 for the DS, developed by Square. What the fuck?
Wait, did they actually make it or just publish it?
They developed it.
You would have published it, right?
Yeah. Yeah. You have to tap the screen to dribble the ball. That's the most fun of playing any basketball game ever is manually dribbling
the ball.
Fuck. You finished Bayonetta 2.
Yeah, so I realized while I was playing Bayonetta 2 that I just shouldn't care about the story of Bayonetta. I should just really enjoy the gameplay because I really like the gameplay.
Yeah. I didn't even know there was a story.
I
saw the end.
There tries to be.
It's one you can understand.
The first one I thought I got. Like, the first one I felt pretty good about, and then the second one I was like, nope, I'm out. I'm good. Not a fucking thing. I don't understand. And, like, the whole time travel, and then, like, the bad dude from the first game was actually your dad, and the girl from the first one was actually your, like, you.
That Big Bang bonus. That's all I remember.
Big Bang bonus. And then, like, this one has some kid, but there's, like, two versions of the kid, like a good version and a bad version. And then the bad version goes into the bad guy from the first game, a.k.a. your dad.
They're just missing the ugly version.
He just goes. That's the Clint Eastwood version. Yeah. And then he goes and, like, hides himself away because he doesn't want to be the bad guy, but I'm sure that's what the whole point of the third one is. And then we didn't see it at E3, so I don't know. But that game's fun. Like, I love the gameplay of those games. I will tell you, like, yes, I'm in. I'm in for Bayonetta 3 now for sure.
Yeah, I mean, they were a lot of fun to play.
They were really fun to play. I really had a good time. Like, that was worth my $40 or whatever it was. Like, I had a good time.
Nice. That's good to hear.
Yeah.
What about your Zelda Breath of the Wild money?
Does that mean you don't have it anymore?
Yeah. No, I'm not. I still have the game. I mean, it's literally, like, right here. I might mess it up taking this out because I don't know if I saved it recently, but it's right here still. So it's in the Switch.
Have you tasted it yet?
I'm just kidding. I'm not going to do that. No, I've tasted Sweet Defeat because that game is fucking dumb, man.
You hit people with sticks?
I tried to hit people with sticks, and that worked out well for like a second. And then they gave me a bunch of swords that they also gave me the ability to throw because throwing weapons needs to be a thing for no fucking reason. The ability to throw weapons in that game is absolutely pointless to me.
What if you could throw a shoe?
I would throw a shoe, honestly.
Okay. So.
I don't think being able to throw a weapon in that game makes any fucking sense whatsoever. So I've got a sweet-ass sword. I'm going to fuck somebody up, and I'm in a battle, and I fucking hit the wrong button, and boom, into the lake it goes. And I'm like, what the fuck, man? I got nothing now. I got nothing. I'm like, well, I guess I won't fight this guy, but I ran away, but I'm like, this is dumb. Why did my weapon go?
I mean, you're the one who threw it.
That button does not need to exist. That makes no sense to me.
You can throw it and hit them.
I'm not going to throw a weapon ever. I'm not like, this is not a fucking shuriken. I'm not throwing it at people.
Well, I mean, you can skateboard on your shield.
I don't want to do that either. That doesn't sound like a good time. If it's not Skate 4, I don't care. Like,
well, I guess it's more just kind of slide on your shield, but
yeah, you're not like you're not ollieing on your fucking skateboard.
Well, maybe I don't know. Nintendo's been updating it. Who knows?
It's true. I haven't tried. I want to like Breath of the Wild. Like I with every fiber of my being, not like Days Gone. I want to like it, but like I really want to like this game a lot. But guess what?
If Zelda or Link looked 50 years old and had a child?
Okay. What?
God of War.
Oh, yeah. And you had a big old fucking beard and there was actual direction of the game, then yes. And if I could have a sweet... if I could instantly
Kratos can throw his axe, so...
Hold on. If I could have the Master Sword and then just fucking hold my hand up and it snapped back to me...
Spoilers,
that would
the Master
be
Sword is there. You can find it.
No, I know that it's there. I mean, I've known enough about this game that I get like what I'm going to find. But, I mean... So, okay, I throw a sword in the fucking river because that's a button I can do. Okay, fine. The cool part, I'll give you a plus. The game looks astoundingly good. Like, truly, it looks amazingly good, right? Like, I love the way this game looks. Climbing the towers feels good. I don't necessarily hate the limitations it puts on stamina. I don't really care for the weapons breaking, but, you know, I get maintaining that stuff. Okay, fine. Then... you get up to the first tower. You can clearly see these shrines. Old king, not king, king tells you, hey, there's 3 of them. Okay, cool. It's the first area. They should be pretty easy to see. So, okay, get those, fine. I go to that fucking cold area and, like, almost die because I have to run through that, which is fucking dumb. So, Get through that. He's up on some mountain, gives me a tunic that keeps me away from the cold. I'm down. Cool. I go to the next area, climb the tower, get ready to bust out my telescope looking for shit, and I can't see a fucking shrine. Not one goddamn shrine. Like, is that not the loop of this game? Is go to the shrine, beat the shrine, get the piece to go then upgrade yourself? I felt that that's what I was getting myself into.
Isn't there like 100-some shrines?
That feels like a lot.
Wait, are you talking about like the 4 main ones?
No, I'm talking about all these small shrines.
So,
yeah, there's quite a few.
And I couldn't find, I mean, I climbed 4 towers in different areas of the game and didn't see any shrines. And I truly am trying to look for these things because I'm like, I just want to level myself up a little bit. I just want to level myself up a little bit. So, okay, fine. I'm like, okay, I'll just do some main story stuff. So I go to talk to this little bitch. What's her name? Pan or Pam or Panama Red? I don't know what her name is.
I don't remember her name. But yeah, she's in some I know what you're talking about, some girl in some village or
yeah, she's like some old lady who's been waiting for you to wake up for a while. And she's like, now, here's the thing. I can't tell you some shit unless you're really ready for me to tell you some shit. And so me as a game player, I go, I don't know if I'm ready. I haven't done much. I'm not sure what to do. Like, am I ready? Now you're freaking me out. I thought I was ready. Now you're questioning me, so now I don't know. So I'm like, no, I'm not ready. I'll be right back. So I go to try to do something, find more shrines, I guess, for like another 2 hours. And I'm like, I'm not getting real far in doing this, so I'm going to go back to her. So I warp past back to her. I fucking hop down there and, what's up, old lady? All right, here's the thing. I need you to go talk to these 4 people. Are you fucking kidding me? That's all you need to tell me is that I need to go talk to some 4 fucking people and then to go up on the hill? Why did I need to like be ready for that? So it just.
Did you find the fairy?
I have not found any fairies.
Oh,
what's his name?
You'll know if you saw the fairy.
It's voluptuous.
Yeah, no
I remember
fairy.
right.
Yeah, there's one in that village. So.
I also haven't found the dude that you talked to, the tree guy. I didn't find him either.
Tree guy
with the Korak seeds.
I don't know if I ever found
that person. I don't think I found that person until towards the end of the game.
Yeah, I don't know. So okay, I start going towards the village, and you meet up in like another tiny village along the way. And I'm stopping, I'm talking to people. Hey, guess what? You want to buy this house for some odd dollars amount? No, I don't have that kind of money. Okay, cool. Whatever. And get back up there, and I finally come to this kid who's like, oh man, there's some weird shit going on up there, but you know what? These fucking people down by the beach been fucking with my family. You want to go fuck them up for me? And I'm like, yeah, of course I do. So I fucking parasail down there, which is really, it's a cool feeling, like being able to just jump and parasail down. Like that does feel really cool. So like, I'll fucking take these guys out. I got my sweet bomb, which it literally kills like everything I use on. All right, fucking A.
It can kill you too. You gotta be careful.
Let me get there. So I come up on these motherfuckers, and I'm like, I got some arrows. I got some fucking arrows. So I arrow the fuck out a couple guys, and it's doing not a whole lot of damage. And I'm like, why would this quest be given to me right now if I can't do it? That seems kind of dumb. So I'm just like luring them.
You could go fight the boss right now if you wanted to.
I understand. So I'm luring these guys and dropping bombs as I'm running, like I'm shitting my brains out, and it's not doing a fucking thing. So I'm getting just leveled. So finally I die. All right, whatever. So I can't do that clearly, and I could go all the way back up and rerun it. But hold on, what's that all the way out in the fucking on an island? Fucking shrine. And I got that little ice spell. So I'm going to ice spell my ass all the way out there. So I fucking ice block to ice block to ice block, jump. Get out there, activate, go down, thinking I'm like going to go to another puzzle shrine, which are not super hard. And it's a combat shrine, and I get one-shotted and I die.
Combat shrines are the worst.
Yep. So I'm like, well, I'm out. Shut it off. And so like I get frustrated with the game because I want to do the things that it's asking me to do, but it's not giving me the proper tools to do them because it is such an open world game. Like it does give you the ability to do whatever you want, but I don't want that. I want some linearity, just a little bit. Just a little bit of linearity would make me a little happy.
There are main quests and there are side quests too. So, I mean, you can try following those. And then there's like 4 main dungeons. So Have you gone to
no, I have not went back into the game yet since that happened, just because I was so irritated. I truly want to like play this game because I do like the way it feels. I don't necessarily like the whole I can chuck my weapon or it can break, but I suppose I could deal with that. But there's just like I want some experience points, man. I want to know that I'm getting better. Not
you gotta get in those shrines.
I am trying, but I can't find them. I cannot find it.
There's 120 of those shrines.
Brother, I'm telling you, I get it. I wish that once you climb the tower, that it would just give you the blips of like, hey, here they're over here. And you got the little shrine tracker. That thing's fucking defective. You should return that back to Best Buy. That thing sucks. That thing's a piece of garbage.
Geek Squad protection?
Yeah, I hope I do. I don't know, man. Like I said, I do want to like Zelda. I 100% am being honest with you, but I just haven't yet. It's not clicked with me, and I'm going to continue to try. But the more I force myself to play it, I don't want to get to the point of like I'm begrudgingly doing this, and I don't want to do that.
I mean, you're saying a lot of the things I thought, so I still want to like that game, and I don't know if I ever will. But
I think the ideas there are really fucking cool, like truly like innovative and awesome, and it sounds great for people that want that game. That's where I don't know that I am. I don't know that I want that game. If that game was a little more, hey, go here, and even I mean, shit, fucking goddamn, Link Between Worlds wasn't necessarily linear, but you kind of got the idea of where you were going and when you were going to go do it. Like I got through that game not having to. I mean, fuck, I didn't know about the fast travel until almost the end of the game, and I also didn't know that there was like a specific order in the original that you would go to, like the temples. I didn't fucking know. I just went with the game. But this just feels like, yeah, you could go do anything you want to, but it's almost overwhelmingly hard to choose. Like, okay, I'm going to go get a horse. And then I snuck up and got a horse, but then it's like, okay, now what? Because the horse doesn't want to listen to what I'm telling it to do. And then
you gotta fuck it first.
You gotta nay.
I gotta whip and nay nay.
Whip it out and then nay nay. Yep.
Name it nay nay. All my horses are gonna be nay nay.
Hilario is his last name.
I gotta name my horse. But.
Yeah. So I don't know, man. I really do want to like that game, but right now I'm struggling. So that's my That's my hot take. My year late hot take on Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, that's fine.
That only one person in the world agrees with me, and that's you. Well, no, that one guy hated too?
I know he gave it a 7. That's pretty good score.
I don't know if anyone hates it. It's just I get the feeling Jeff didn't love it either.
He did. Giant Bomb. He talked about not recently or pretty recently. He was just like, "iGame just did not do it for me. It just didn't."
I don't know. I mean, whatever.
I liked it. I didn't think it was one of the 10 best games, but I liked it. It was fun to play. It just felt a little simpler than I wanted it to be.
Yeah, it feels way over for someone like me. Again, this is where you're smart. It feels way overwhelming for me. Like I'm so overwhelmed. Yeah,
Skyrim. Or like I feel like it's kind of like a dumbed down Skyrim.
I didn't play Skyrim, and I played. I played. We talked about this when you guys were up here. I played.
Played Skyrim.
I played Skyrim. I played Oblivion, and got to a point in Oblivion where I was like under leveled to a place that I was, and continued to die. And just got frustrated and stopped playing. Like,
did you cook any food
in Skyrim or in Oblivion?
In Zelda.
Oh, I made a potion. I think I threw some jelly and some jam and some salmon together, and
that's delicious.
It was like, hey, this is going to increase your speed and your
vomit,
your speed and your stamina. I was like, well, this is great, but I haven't seen Princess Zelda yet, so I got to hold on to this one.
It's going to increase your speed and stamina, just like Cialis, right?
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's what I was looking for.
Oh man!
Show her again and check this cannon out over here.
Okay. So that's all you want to talk about that you played?
I didn't really play anything else. I truly haven't even. I mean, I haven't even fired up the old Fortnite at all. Like that's how little I've played video games.
Not even on Switch.
I did play it on the Switch. I played 2 matches on the Switch. It looks very, very bad. It looks very. It looks like early PS4 stuff. I mean, it's got to get there.
Okay.
It played fine. It just the loading of buildings and trees and shrubs and stuff like that. It took a little while to get there. Like once you got, it wasn't even like once it appeared in the distance on your screen, you had to get a little closer for it to pop up. So that was really hard for me to see like incoming enemies and things like that, because it would pop up and you're like, but it's fucking shrub and tree. Like I placed top 5 on my match on the Switch, but it was just hard. So
was Reggie in there?
He might have been. I didn't see him. I also, again, I mean, we'll talk about this, segue into news a little bit. I just don't like the fact that I can't use my PS4 login. I think that's really dumb.
Yeah. Sony should stop what they're doing.
I think that is a cowardly way to prevent people from playing on another platform, because it did not stop me. Like I created another account begrudgingly, and I didn't want to, but I wanted to try it on the Switch. Like I don't give a fuck. Like it's stupid. It's fucking dumb. Like I'm going to primarily play this game on your platform, but do not tell me that I'm only allowed to play it on your platform. Give me my opportunity to do what I want to do.
I think they let you play on your phone, but that's about it, right?
That's it. You can sync your mobile, and you can sync, I think, Windows, and that's it.
So explain this to me. Like, so is this like an email address?
It is. Yeah, it is your Fortnite Epic login.
Okay.
It's just like EA, just like Ubisoft, whatever. It's that. Like your login to that syncs your Fortnite bullshit, and that's what you cannot cross over to the Switch or to the Xbox.
Okay.
You cannot use the same platform or the same profile across multiple platforms.
It seems kind of pointless.
If your original platform was Sony, which mine is. It just seems cowardly.
I don't know.
It just seems like you're going to play it here or you're not going to play it at all kind of mentality, and that is a piss poor way to run a business, in my opinion.
I mean, I guess they can do whatever they want. It just seems kind of foolish.
It just seems like an opportunity for bad PR that you don't need when you're in first place.
Yeah.
But also, on the flip side, it also seems like, well, we're in first place, so we don't really give a fuck, is kind of the way it seems.
It doesn't really make any sense. Like, I don't know what they think is going to happen. Like, somebody's going to have, like, an Xbox, somebody else have a PS4, and they'll want to play together and think they need to buy a PS4 to play together. Like, is that what they're trying to, like, not lose out on? Or
I don't know what it is that they're afraid of, but, you know, Phil Spencer talked about it on that night show. I don't know if either of you guys listened to that yet, but
I haven't got there yet.
He was just like, listen, if your kids had a PS4 and my kids had an Xbox and they wanted to play together, you can't. Like, and that's fucked up. They just want to play a fucking game together. That's all they want to do.
So what did he say when they said, if my kids had a 360 and your kids had a PS3, and they just wanted to play together?
He was probably like, I wasn't around then, or I wasn't there.
It wasn't backpedaling. His ability to really be open and honest, like, hey, if we were in first place, you know, if it was different, he was just like, listen, man, like, I just want people to be able to play together. Like, truly, I just want people to be able to play games. Like, that's all I care about.
Yeah, I feel like he's lying there.
And that, I mean, if that's the case, that's fine. Like, that's what you have to do. But at least, like, it truly does, in my opinion, because maybe I'm gullible, it did seem really genuine. It really did.
Yeah.
He seemed like a really down-to-earth dude.
He said years to practice that in media training.
Years of losing will do that to you.
I mean, he seems more authentic to me than like Reggie does.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's the guy or whatever, the guy who used to do the Xbox.
Oh, yeah. Or even Sean Layden, probably.
Reggie's just so robotic. Reggie might be a robot at this point.
You're not wrong.
I like Reggie. I think Reggie's great. But he's just so like there's just not really much of a personality there.
I mean, Phil Spencer seems like he could be a dick, I guess.
Sure. But I think you have to be able to have that ability.
Yeah, maybe I just like listening to him more.
And I mean, I'm telling you, I haven't listened to all of it. I've listened to night 3 of Giant Bomb stuff, but I'm telling you, without a shadow of a doubt, the best interview in the world every year that they do is that fucking Phil Spencer interview.
Yeah, the only one I've watched is the Adam, John, Vignacchi, and
I haven't watched that one. I didn't watch last year's either. Though.
That one is so like off the rails.
It always is though.
Everywhere, but it's not. Some of it's not even in a good way until Kessler shows up.
I heard the Kessler shit's pretty fucking great. But I also didn't know that he threatened.
Oh, I can't believe he got banned on Twitter.
Well, his account's back now, but he got suspended for saying he was going to kill.
Did you hear about what
Dave
happened,
Lang?
Ralph?
No.
Kessler was in a business meeting, and Dave Lang walks by and Kessler looks over at him and notices him, and Dave Lang just flips him off while he's in the middle of a business meeting. and he posted something on Twitter, like basically recounting what just happened. And at the end of it, Dave Lang put #got him. And Kessler's response was, "I'm going to murder you."
And Twitter shut him down hard.
Apparently, a bunch of people saw his tweet to Dave Lang and reported him to Twitter, and Twitter banned him.
Yeah.
What the hell?
They reinstated him yesterday, so it was all everything's great now. But yeah, he has like a monologue about wanting being banned on Twitter and stuff. Apparently, I heard it's really good.
Yeah, he keeps recounting Dave Lang's height, and Dave Lang keeps getting taller and taller each time he says it.
Dave did not look pleased to be during that monologue. No. I don't know. This from all the clips I've seen, this year looked like the most tame out of the last three. 2 years ago, the first year that I don't think Adam Boyes was with them business or with Dave Lang business. I think he was still with Sony, but that year is fucking nuts. I'm pretty sure Vignacchi and Dave Lang were
the year that Vignacchi gave out the number.
Yeah. Fucking nuts, dude.
Yeah.
That was crazy. But yeah, that Phil Spencer interview, I mean, truly is really, really good. And it sucks. The end of the interview, he's like, I just want to take a second, before we shut down tonight. He's like, I've been coming on the show for a few years now. I'll be able to kind of relax and have a pretty personal conversation with you, and it's been fantastic. I love coming on and then it just cuts off because the box fried. So he was gonna say some nice things about Jeff and Giant Bomb and all that stuff, which is that's kind of rare, I would assume. You don't get people studio heads being we fucking love being here, genuinely, and the box just died, and it come back and it was just Jeff, and he's like, well, we wrapped up with Phil. Here's the crew.
Yeah.
So it was kind of sad.
The crew.
Did Jeff ask him about Scalebound coming back?
No, but they definitely rattled off some Viva Pinata 2 or what's that game?
They're doing that.
No. What was that game that he worked on when he was younger?
I don't know. I don't know much about Phil.
It was a game that he worked on at Microsoft when he was younger.
Frenzy?
I don't know. They mentioned a few games, and he's like, "Oh, we're not doing that," because they're like, "Look at the board." He's like, "I'm not looking at the board," because they wrote a bunch of predictions for Xbox over there.
What's Xbox got? Brute Force, Fusion Frenzy. What else they got?
I don't remember.
The Decky.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what they got.
What other news you got?
I mean, I've got plenty of news, and it's a late night, so let's bang out this news, shall we?
Let's do it
as quickly as we did last time when it was 2 hours worth of news. We're going to go all over the place. We're going to finish with E3. All right, we're going to go through and talk about that stuff pretty quickly after, obviously, leading into the post E3 stuff pretty hard. But today, PlayStation announced the PlayStation Hits category, bringing together some of the games the PlayStation 4 has to offer for $20. In U.S. and Canada. PlayStation Hits beginning on June 28th. More will be added in the future. Sorry, I had a burp there. And here are the games you have the opportunity to buy for $19.99. And I just want a quick yes or no from you guys whether you think this is one of the greatest games the PlayStation 4 has to offer. Ready? Set. Bloodborne.
Yeah.
Drive Club.
No.
I wonder how much that sold.
Infamous Second Son.
Yeah.
Killzone Shadowfall.
Maybe. That was one of the best launch games.
Yeah, it probably sold really well. Yeah.
Little Big Planet 3.
Sure.
No comment. I don't know.
Ratchet and Clank the remaster.
Yeah.
Last of Us remastered.
Sure.
Wait, does that have 2 greatest hits versions now? Did they ever do a greatest hits for the PS3 for that one?
I don't know if they did or not. They might have. Uncharted 4.
Yeah.
Battlefield 4.
Sure.
Yeah, I guess. Did they Call of Duty one? That's weird.
Fucking Doom.
Yeah.
Project Cars.
Nope.
I don't remember that.
It's not a good game. Street Fighter 5.
Digital Foundry uses that as a benchmark game to test because it has a really good replay.
Street Fighter 5.
Sure.
Why not?
Yakuza 0? Is it Yakuza 0 or is it Yakuza Kiwami?
It's probably 0.
think it's 0. Oh no, it's Kiwami and 0.
What, together in one box?
No, two separate ones. Yakuza Kiwami.
Kiwami just came out not too long ago.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah, Yakuza Kiwami. I'm looking right at it.
Okay.
Yakuza 0 and Metal Gear Solid 5.
Sure. Yeah. Are all these in red boxes like the PS3?
No, they're blue with a red label.
Yeah.
America.
Europe, PlayStation hits will be coming on July 18th. It will include over 20 games, including they're going to get Batman Arkham Knight and Shadow of Mordor.
Okay. No Knack. Did you say Knack?
No, Ryan said Knack. I said Knack too, but still no Knack. So there's that.
Okay,
that seems okay though. I mean, if you haven't played any of the, I would assume. I mean, I played the games that I care about. I played, so I don't need to worry about that. But I mean, that makes me want to buy Doom brand new again for $14. Sounds okay.
With that red label.
$16. I don't give a fuck about the label.
That red box is not appealing to me.
You know what is appealing? DLC characters for Mario Tennis Aces.
Are they free?
I don't know yet. They haven't said. How's Diddy Kong sound? You like Diddy Kong?
It should be in it already. No DLC.
Paratroopa. You like Paratroopa?
Don't be putting wings on shit and calling it paralyzed.
What about Birdo?
Birdo should be on the box.
You love Birdo?
Birdo's real good. It's a boy dressed as a girl. It's fucking weird.
Yeah, it's true.
It's weird for this Nintendo to do that.
You're not wrong. How about this? The World Health Organization has now announced as of yesterday. I
think it'd be like if you wanted to do that all the time. If you want to do that, like when a game comes out every once in a while, it's probably not that big of a deal.
I mean, I'm just telling you what they say.
But I heard them talking about that too, and it's the way they describe it. It sounds like it could be really general, but then when he starts going into more detail about how it's mostly associated with a bunch of other mental illnesses, then it seems like it's probably questionable to even have it on there.
Yeah, because it just sounds like obsessive compulsive or something.
Yeah. It just sounds like a normal, like, hey, you got some mental issues. Like, that's just the way it's going to be. Like,
almost like the way they describe it, it almost sounds like alcoholism, where like you're
dependent upon it, basically.
You're getting drunk all the time and ruining relationships.
Getting drunk all the time.
Wait, is that actually beer?
Yeah, this is an actual beer, but I have had 2 beers. Not like, oh my god, if I don't inject this into my body right now, I might die.
Sometimes if you do intake too much alcohol, you will die. So that's kind of like a catch-22. You drink it, you may die. You don't drink it, you may die. But yeah, I don't know. It was interesting to see them actually like officially list it, but I feel like they've been talking about it for a long time.
Yeah. I got nothing.
That's it. That's all I got for that part. I don't think I've got any other really big news aside from E3. Anything that I might have missed?
Nothing coming out of E3.
No, not yet. Thank God. Not for me. Not for Ralph either. Thank God. Here's how we're going to do this. We're going to run down from the start to the finish. Here's your last piece of news. The Nintendo 2DS and 3DS are still going to get help, according to Reggie. Supposedly, it's going to be disorders. Possibly. Reggie said that they're going to continue to focus on the 3DS. We're going to continue to have some of the new games on the platform. Announce them when we're going to announce them, and we will over the next number of months. It's going to continue to be a vibrant piece of our overall business, certainly here in the Americas.
So
how much? Oh, go ahead.
Are there going to be ports of other shit?
He didn't say, obviously, but he did say that the sales uptick happened year over year from last year, 2017, to this year so far in 2018. So
I think it's actually going to be like 3DS exclusives, or it's going to be games that come out on Switch and 3DS.
I doubt it. They announced a new update to Mario Kart Tour also.
That's the mobile game.
Yeah, they announced Mario Kart Tour. They didn't show that at E3, but it's a phone game, iPhone game.
I mean, there's still was it that Luigi's Mansion getting ported to 3DS, and that Bowser's Inside Story is still coming.
Right.
I mean, WarioWare Gold. I don't know if that's a new game or if that's a collection. They haven't said shit, but I could see more like port things, but maybe something out of Japan getting localized, I guess. Other than that, I don't. Maybe Detective Pikachu, more of that. That's the uptick.
You just stand here.
Yep.
You keep doing. I gotta play Dad for a second. Hang on.
Oh, it's like playing God.
Oh man, he muted the dadness. I didn't see whatever that train movie was, but I saw Hereditary. Have you seen that?
No. I've heard of it. How is it?
Gabriel Byrne.
From End of Days?
Yeah. It's actually not too bad. It's kind of like so if you go and see it and don't know what it is, it does not feel like a scary movie until like the last, I don't know, 30, 40 minutes. So it's like most of the movie is just like this family dealing with some fucked up situations. And then it just all of a sudden goes downhill really quick and some really messed up stuff starts happening. So I don't know, it was pretty good.
Okay. Yeah, I'd like to see it.
Got the mom from Sixth Sense in it.
Oh, and yeah.
She's from.
Got the same mom from Little Miss Sunshine.
Is she?
Was it Toni Collette? Is that her name?
I don't know it off the top of my head. I don't know her name like I know Gabriel Byrne.
He was also in Usual Suspects, wasn't he? Or no?
Was he?
I thought he was one of the people in the lineup. I don't remember. I haven't seen that movie in a long time.
Yeah.
Stephen Baldwin. I know he's in it.
All right, I'm back.
Yeah, it's Toni Collette. You're right.
Toni Collette. Okay.
Hopefully from playing Dad. But here's how we're going to do this. We're going to run through E3 2018 by press conference, by game. And hopefully you guys have some ideas of what you want to talk about. We're just going to talk about them real quick. Quick hits on all these, and then we'll go through our categories of winners, losers, and who gives a fuck.
And yeah, Gabriel Byrne was in The Usual Suspects. You were right.
Okay. Good.
I thought that was hilarious. Whatever just happened. Did you just pull out your penis?
No, it'd be more like, oh.
All right, here we go. First press conference happened on Saturday. That was E3. They showed off some Battlefield 5, or V, whichever.
Yay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Which none of us give a fuck about. They showed off some.
Apparently, people were not a fan of there being a girl in it, which is weird.
Yeah, people were really upset that there's a girl in there.
I don't get why that's a big deal.
Because people are dumb and they want to complain about something.
I don't get it.
It's retarded. Showed off some FIFA. They have the new Champions League, and they also had a free trial that weekend of the World Cup mode on FIFA 18 for people that like that. Talked about NBA 19 real quick. They talked about Madden.
Is the U.S. in that World Cup mode?
I hope not.
Since they didn't make it in this World Cup.
Sorry.
Nope.
Madden 19 they showed off a little bit of. They announced Unravel 2, and it was released right then, which I don't think anyone's ever – I don't think any of us played – did any of us play the first one?
No.
I think I played a demo of the first one.
I haven't played it at all. They showed off some Sea of Solitude, which I thought was probably one of the best-looking new IPs that we saw at E3, so chalk that up on your notes there, Mr. Ralph. I thought Sea of Solitude looked pretty fucking cool. I showed you that trailer when you got there on Sunday. But that's
one of your top 3?
No, I wouldn't say top 3. It's probably top 5. I don't.
Okay, we could do 5, except I don't have 5.
Yeah,
I don't have 5.
I got 1.
You might add 5 as we go through the entire press conference.
No, I can think of a couple more.
They talked to Vince Zampella, who is the head of Respawn, which was really awkward and weird because the lady didn't know how to talk. And he talked about his new game, the Jedi.
Underdraker's wife or girlfriend?
Underdraker's wife, yeah. Star Wars. This says Stars Wars because apparently IGN is really good. Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order.
A new thing called Stars Wars.
Stars Wars is actually what's going to be directed by Key and Peele.
Okay.
Really
about Kenneth Starr.
Yep, right. So he just mentioned that takes place in a dark time for the Jedi. Blah blah blah. Whatever. They showed off Command and Conquer Rivals, which is a new mobile game, if you care about that. And then they took forever to talk about Anthem.
Be right back.
Took forever to talk about Anthem. And I mean a fucking eternity to talk about Anthem. To the point that I also then took forever to talk about Anthem with two of my friends because they all got upset the fact that I did not like the way that Anthem looked. But my problem with Anthem became the fact that it looks like Destiny Light, and they didn't really show me much other than a bunch of concept art. They finally showed the gameplay demo after all that bullshit, and it still didn't do anything to light the world on fire for me. Like, I think it looks fine, but the game didn't, like, knock my fucking dick off. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, I think it looks kind of neat, but I don't really know why, and I probably won't play it because it's probably multiplayer focused, and this is, I don't know. I feel like I'd try it, but it'll probably be a big thing.
Yeah,
so.
I'll play it. I know I'm going to play it, but there's nothing that is making me go, that game looks fucking great. Like, the flying looks fine. I think the worlds look cool. I want to see if they're, in fact, again, an entire world that you can go wherever on the map, fast travel, whatever, or if it's Destiny, you're flying to different worlds, so they're transporting you, loading to an area, and then letting you play around in that sandbox, and it's different ones throughout the world.
I hope it's not online all the time, like Destiny. But I mean, I'm not the audience for this game. I'm pretty sure. So.
I'm pretty sure it's going to be online all the time, like Destiny is. But we'll see. Yeah. We'll see some more.
Like, did you even get from it that like you have to have 4 players at all times?
It seemed like you could play it alone. It definitely seemed like you could just play alone
with bots, or just
I think it's
yourself.
Just you. Yeah, I think it's just you. And you play the game, you have a good time, and you go from there. And just kind of just enjoy yourself. Like, I think that's kind of the way that they build that game. And again, I like Destiny. I play Destiny 1 with one other person. I play Destiny 2 almost entirely solo. So if this game allows me to do the same thing and I can still have a good time, I'm in. Just gameplay-wise, I wasn't like, fucking, holy shit, this is the best thing I've ever seen. Like, I just didn't care that much.
Yeah, I mean, it'd take a lot for me to ever think that.
Yeah.
But
so there's that. With Ryan gone, I suppose we'll move on to Microsoft, considering they announced 50 games, and I'm sure he doesn't necessarily care about all the ones that they talked about. But they talked about finishing the fight for the 6th time. 6th time? For 5th, 6th, right?
It's at least 6, but I guess Halo Reach, was that a not numbered one? An ODST?
Yeah,
he would
that doesn't count.
This.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's why I was kind of hoping to wait for him, because he would know more about what the numbers in Halo mean.
I still don't know what this game is. Like, if it's actually Halo 6.
Yeah, they didn't say whether it was Halo 6 or not. They just said that it was called Halo Infinite. So
maybe it's just a battle royale mode that never ends.
It is Halo Infinitely. So we'll see what it means. As they did not talk anything more really about it. So is this Halo 6? Is that what this is probably going to be there, Ryan?
I have no idea what that's going to be, but supposedly it's not going to be out on this version of consoles.
Wow.
That's the rumor, but
that'd be pretty crazy.
Digital Foundry was doing like a breakdown of those trailers that they showed for like Gears of War, Halo, Cyberpunk, and they were trying to figure out if any of those were actually current gen like consoles. And they thought Cyberpunk might be. They thought Halo was probably not, because it was running like native 4K at 60 frames per second.
That trailer was?
Yeah. So Gears of War they thought could potentially be this current batch of consoles, but who knows? Who knows what Microsoft is doing? The Halo one is probably far off, so it's probably next gen.
There's a lot of games in this whole entire E3 announcement schedule. That was a lot of games that are, hey, we're making it, but it's not going to be around for a while. It's kind of how it felt.
Yeah, like, was it only like Bethesda was willing to like say it straight up that Starfield game and Elder Scrolls was not going to make it on these consoles?
You're burying the lead.
Yeah.
Not really. We'll get there. Maybe.
Beyond the Halo Infinitely, they showed off Ori and the Will of the Wisps, which I think looks pretty fucking great. I don't own an Xbox, so I can't play it, but I think that game looks amazing. Dark Souls developers From Software showed off Sekiro Shadows Die Twice, which is the trailer that they teased earlier. I think that was back at Paris Games Week. We all thought it was Bloodborne 2. It wasn't. It's this game, and it looks great. And this is, Ralph, you put this on the paper. This is definitely...
why you taught me to do this, because I haven't done anything yet.
I don't know if it's just a bit. This is absolutely one of my top games of E3, is this Sekiro Shadows Die Twice game.
Put it on the board.
Yep, put it on the board. I think that game looks great.
Yeah, it looks pretty cool. Hopefully I don't bounce right off of it.
Yeah.
Like a lot of Souls-ish games.
Yeah. It's from the Souls guys, so maybe you won't.
I mean, cookies and cream.
What if it turns out that guy is not a samurai? He's actually the 47th president of the United States.
I don't know. Does the game then become about you separating children? Because that would be...
No, that's the 45th president.
Oh, sorry. How about the 76th Fallout? How's that strike you? You like that?
I'm not the guy for this.
Well,
I'm not a Fallout guy.
Ryan, are you ready to fall out for the 76th time?
Not until I find out more about what you do if you don't play with other people.
So I haven't heard more about the single player aspect of it. I have heard more about the PvP because my buddies are trying to get me to understand that the PvP is basically like you have to, you have to tap out. Like you have the ability to be like, yo, I don't want to do this anymore. So
is it like that one game that you were showing us with the balls hanging out?
Yeah, there's a lot of that. There's a lot of that.
Some real teabagging.
Yep, some Conan. Basically, like, yes, you can get in a fight with other people, but the second that you were like, I don't want to, this is not what I want to do right now, like you have the ability to like get out of doing that and fighting with people.
What if they're beating you?
Not Todd Howard, but the other guy was talking about it on an interview.
Pete Hines.
So he made it seem like, hey, don't worry, if you don't want to do PvP, that's fine, because the characters, like the bad guys, are PvE, so everyone can be attacking these guys and doing that. So that seems okay, but the PvP stuff sounds a little maybe not as in-depth and ridiculous as I thought it was going to be. So that makes me excited. I want to see more about Fallout 76. It's not one of my top games of E3. I don't like base building. Online multiplayer games are fine. If I can play with my friends, great. If I just can play, if I can get another single player experience Fallout, but a Borderlands style online play, that's what I'm looking for. Like, that is what I'm looking for. 4 times bigger than Fallout 4's Commonwealth area. So there's a little bit more specification there. So
is it coming this year?
I thought that was October, wasn't it?
I didn't remember.
Yeah, I think you said this year. I don't know if it's October or November, one of the two.
Okay.
I'll give you a confirmation date here.
We'll find out soon.
November 14th, Fallout 76 coming. Set in West Virginia. The old mountains of West Virginia.
Mm-hmm.
Next, you got to look at the next iteration of The World of Life is Strange from Don't Nod, a game called The Awesome Adventures of Captain Spirit. You got the first episode coming out free at the end of this month, I think. June 26th, I thought. A Tuesday?
Yeah.
So there's that. I don't know if there's multiple episodes. I didn't look too much harder into it.
It's just that.
Ryan watched a video while you were sleeping, Ralph, of some lady basically just telling you the things you already know or assuming about this fucking game.
She was like, Aoife Wilson from Eurogamer was like spoiling the entire game.
Yeah, I don't know how they have it, but she was like literally telling you everything about it. Like, this is do this.
Yeah.
They showed Crackdown 3 coming in February, if you guys care. Nier Automata, or Automata, or Nier for the layman. It's coming out
the
first time
for Xbox and Windows. They showed off Metro Exodus and Kingdom Hearts 3. I thought there'd be a little more Metro stuff, but
second year in a row for that.
Yeah, it's fine, but I just thought that we'd get a little more. I thought we'd get a little more Metro.
That game's probably still not coming out this year, right? Yeah, is that one of the February ones?
That's one of the next year. I think it was late February. I bet you it's just going to be pushed to. They're aiming for Q4, but I bet you it goes Q1 of next year. Showed off Kingdom Hearts 3, which I've got a super bone for.
It's not real.
I haven't decided whether that's a top 3 or not. Sea of Thieves, Cursed Sails, and the Forsaken Shores, which are their new ones, new expansions coming out. Then they dove through Forza Horizon 5. The seasons change everything, guys. Everything changes when the seasons change.
I mean, it sounds like one thing really changes.
Everything changes.
They should just integrate that with Fallout 76 and let somebody just nuke you while you're driving.
10,000 changes if you look at this fighting game. I mean, this Forza game. 10,000.
I don't know. I think Forza looks cool. I don't really know if that changes everything.
Everything changes except Ludicrous.
I don't care about Forza games, so it's fine.
You probably you played that Fast and Furious thing.
Yeah, I played that, and that was fun. Yeah. But aside from that, I don't care.
So the Horizon games are probably more fun than the regular Forza games because they're all off-road and
they're more arcadey. They're not like Burnout arcadey.
They're a little more fun, fun-oriented.
Yeah, I mean, it's like if you played a Burnout or a Forza game, but they turned on all the
turned on all the fun.
Turn on the fun.
Turn off all of the lights.
You guys don't play racing games, but you can turn on like where it auto brakes for you if you're going around a corner too fast.
Yes.
Like all that helper shit. Like I don't know, all that shit's on basically.
It's kind of weird that so Microsoft shows their Forza game at E3 every year. Sony did not show any Gran Turismo stuff, which is weird. But
yeah, I bet that last Gran Turismo didn't sell too well, but I could be wrong. Forza, I'll probably pick it up at some point. But
after that, they showed off We Happy Few. More expanded story. Obviously, they've talked about that quite a bit, considering that game looked more, I guess you would say, Bioshocky when it was announced. It wasn't during that weird beta thing they did, and now this seems back to the more Bioshocky stuff they were doing.
I heard there's still like survival stuff in there. Like your guy gets hungry,
right?
And I don't know if they need sleep or something.
Eats a Snickers and then he's good.
Yeah, but I'm like, I don't want to do this. This is too real. I don't. It's like taking care of a kid.
Right.
They're like, oh, they're hungry. I guess I'll feed them.
Oh, this
Give
will
me
be great.
Achievement points for this.
Yeah, that sounds great. Doing my actual lively duties, like that sounds fun.
Yeah, except you can fail them and die.
Right. Yeah, doesn't sound great, but
yeah.
Then they showed us some Division 2, which I am pretty excited about the Division 2. I liked the first Division game. There could have been more to it. This looks as if they might put a little more into that online multiplayer, a lot more stuff going on. The whole let's show you a weird demo is not something I need to have, but it's fine. But Division 2, I think looks great. 6 months after the first game, bigger environments, more stuff to do is what they're promising. So we'll see if they deliver on that. Shadow of the Tomb Raider. It's more Tomb Raider, which is a good thing. I'm down for that.
Yeah.
Pretty excited. Showed a bunch of ID at Xbox games. They showed Session, which is that skateboarding game, which
they didn't show much.
Yeah.
So I don't know what to make of that yet.
It's a skateboard
Did you guys ever play Grind Session?
No.
I think I did PS1. Yeah, I think I played a demo.
Yeah, we bought that for some reason instead of Tony Hawk. It was kind of just like a Tony Hawk clone.
I think everything tried to be that back then.
Yeah. I think Activision bought the team who made Grind Session. I remember hearing this, so they could make like the PS1 ports of like Tony Hawk 3 and 4 or something. I don't know.
Is that when they were like transitioning to PS2?
Yeah. It's like whatever it was. They bought that team to make the PS1 ports.
Did they make the Game Boy Advance port?
The best version.
They might have. They announced Devil May Cry 5, not DMC 2, but Devil May Cry 5, an actual return for Devil May Cry 5. So that looked exciting. I mean, it was a CGI trailer, or not a gameplay trailer. So that was exciting. I like DMC. I would assume I'll like Devil May Cry 5. I don't know that I've played any of the other Devil May Cry games aside from that DMC remake, so we'll see.
Get the HD collection for cheap.
Yeah, probably not, but maybe. Cuphead expansion.
20-ish, I think, right now.
Probably.
20-ish. It's not bad.
Yeah.
The delicious last course coming out for Cuphead with that new lady. I can't remember what her name was.
Well, she's in Cuphead, but you can't play as her.
You can play as her now, right?
Yeah, I forget what the hell her name is.
I don't remember her name is. Tunic. They showed off Tunic, which is coming to Xbox. And then they did another big old cut of a lot of Japanese stuff in Jump Force, which is just an anime name that I don't know, but it's apparently a bunch of like Dragon Ball and all the other anime you know.
Shonen Jump is like a magazine or manga. I don't know what the hell it is.
Sure.
But it has all them people.
It's a fighting game. If you like that.
Can't jump.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Dying Light 2, which looked really cool. I didn't play the first one, but that game looked really interesting.
I forgot that was shown.
Yeah. They announced the Battletoads are back, which Ralph got, of course, correct on the prediction segment. He's really
We guess it every year for
8 years. It'll happen.
I'm interested to see what that is because I bet it's probably garbage. But
yeah, it's fine.
It probably doesn't exist yet. Besides that logo,
probably not. It's probably gonna be like a downloadable thing. I would hope so because I don't know how you make a retail game out of that, but we'll see.
Well, it'd be nice if they like made it as good looking as like the Crash and Spyro trilogy games.
Yeah.
That'd be
good.
Yeah. Just Cause 4 was shown off, which I've never really cared about the Just Cause games, and so that didn't really change much for me. But
the Tornado looked pretty cool.
The Tornado did look cool. I just didn't know much of
that game has me wondering if it's actually going to be on this generation of consoles, because this generation of consoles could barely run Just Cause 3. Feel like the stuff that they're saying they're adding to Just Cause 4 makes it sound like no way, or if it is that they're going to be like really pared back to not be that great.
So back on everything else just to make the Tornado look awesome.
Well, yeah, well you have to have an awesome looking Tornado.
It's true. Every game
needs
it.
Ask Bill Paxton. He knows.
He threw a beer into a Tornado.
Yeah. He threw a cow in there too.
He was naked when he did it.
Gears of War popped up, no pun intended, and showed off 3 different games. One of which was Gears Pop, which is I think a mobile game, right? Coming out. That was focused on Gears of War, but in pop figure animation.
I'm surprised there's not more pop games.
Yeah, that seems like a really good idea. This is going to be the start of all. It's the new Lego.
No.
Yeah.
Who's the studio doing it though? It's not. What are those guys called?
The Coalition.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Much about it.
I mean, not that that's a good idea.
This says Coalition and Mediatonic is developing it.
Not that it'd be fun to play.
Mediatonic people.
But yeah, like people are way into that pop shit.
Yeah, I mean, I like some of the figures, but I wouldn't be like, oh my god, I got to buy them all. Like, I have 3. I think 3 of them. I think I've got more amiibos than I do pop figures.
I don't think I have a Funko Pop.
I have more Stimpy stuffed animals than I do pop figures.
You're smart, man.
I got more dicks than pop figures.
I also in the same boat there. Yeah.
That's the podcast. I got more dick than pop. Gears Tactics showed up, which looks like an XCOM game, which looks fine. And then Gears 5, which apparently took a couple of you guys both of you guys by surprise because it showed like that older version of.
I didn't even recognize him.
Dom's kid.
Yeah, he didn't look right.
Yeah. JD Dom.
Yeah, I wonder if this is too much Gears stuff.
It's a lot. It's a lot of Gears.
I mean, I guess it depends when they all release.
The Tactics one looked pretty cool.
The Tactics one looked the coolest because you didn't see shit really out of Gears 5.
No, it looked pretty though, and I
did.
Don't know how much of that was CG. It seemed like it probably wasn't CG.
It seemed like the beginning of it was, but then it transitioned pretty quick.
But because I guess they did Digital Foundry also looked at that video, and the facial animations looked way better. But I guess the facial animations in those cutscenes always look way better than when you're just playing the game, because when you're playing the game, you almost never see their face. So when they say shit in the game, it doesn't look that great in the middle of a battle. But yeah, it'd be cool to see those come out before the next Xbox, whatever the codename Scarlet thing is.
Scarlet, yeah. So, That's
Scorpio.
Other than the biggest announcement, or like the biggest cutaway for the end of the Microsoft conference. That's it for them. But they showed off Cyberpunk 2077 or Cyberpunk 77 as apparently
they were hacked.
They were hacked at the end of that to show you a pretty dope looking trailer for Cyberpunk 77. And yeah, man, that game looks pretty great in my opinion.
I heard people were pissed that it's first person.
I don't give a fuck. Which
blows my mind. That would piss people off.
It's so weird. Like over the shoulder third person was not really the thing, and now
if they did something like Skyrim where you could toggle between the two, that'd be cool. But
yeah, I guess it's possible. Yeah, I think it looks really cool. I don't know. I'll just have to play it to see if I'm into it. But I
wish I could have saw that gameplay demo.
Yeah, they didn't expose that to the public. What's weird though is so they claim that it's coming out on PS4 and Xbox One, but I don't know. And Digital Foundry thinks that maybe it's possible, but I feel like, do you think that game's really coming out within a year or two?
I do, but I also don't expect it to look as good as it does right now.
Yeah, well, that's probably true because
there's just no way they're going to keep it.
The Witcher 3 didn't look as good as the trailers. Right. Didn't even play demos.
And Aliens Colonial Marines didn't look as good.
Right, yeah. And I'm okay with that. I just want this game. Like this is this only because of my fanboyishness is my second favorite game of E3. Like this was really hard to like. If I'd have seen that gameplay demo, I bet you'd be number one.
I'm putting it on the board.
Put it on the board. I want to
how many games Derek has at number one?
Right. Yeah. all of the games. Yeah. So there's that. I think that game does look really fucking cool though.
Yeah.
Speaking of cool games, we're going to move right along. We've got a billion of these left. Bethesda at E3, Rage 2, which was leaked by Walmart, which was great. They poked fun at that. We had Andrew WK come out and sing, which was always a good time. I think Rage 2 looks fucking good. I'm excited to play some Rage 2. Like,
it would better if you ate some cereal instead of singing.
That's true.
Yeah, Rage 2 looks pretty hot.
I'm pretty excited. Like Rage 2 looks like the perfect kind of fuckery that I want in my life right now. Like I just want to dive into a game and just fuck some shit up. Like that's what I want to do in that game.
Yeah.
I know like it had all those main people originally at whatever that made Doom and all that stuff big, but I feel like it's good that those people are gone because the new direction of id and all that stuff seems way better. So
it just seems like they're willing to take a fuck ton of chances of just like going crazy with some shit, and it works really well.
Yeah,
so I'm into that.
I'm looking forward to it too. I just wish, is it early next year? Is that one of those February games?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so.
A lot of that's just going to get pushed, but whatever. They showed Elder Scrolls Legend, the card game with that weird dude that didn't really know how to talk. Then they showed up Doom 2, which again,
he knew how to talk. He just might not have been fluent in English.
Maybe not great in English. Doom Eternal. They showed that, which was, most likely a sequel. They didn't, I guess, confirm that, but it's a follow-up to the Doom title. I'm glad that they didn't call it Doom 2, which I know Ryan was probably pretty excited about them not calling it Doom 2.
Yeah, but it's still weird.
It is still weird, but whatever. I am all in for a new Doom. They didn't show anything of it, but fuck yeah, Doom.
What if they called it Doom 2? How would you get? Could you get 2 in there? Could you get 2 in Eternal?
The Tomb?
Eternal.
Yeah.
Eternal?
Yeah. You sound like a child when you say Eternal. Yeah.
What if they just called it Doom the Deuce? Like, if they just called it that might have been.
Well, I feel like you'd have to get Duke Nukem in there for that.
That's true. I'm all in for a new Doom.
Doom Remastered?
Yeah. Oh, man. The Remastered edition. Don't say that too loud. Somebody show up at your house and kill you. Quake Champions, they had a limited free-to-play session over that weekend. They showed off the new Prey DLC called Moon Crash, VR mode, Typhon Hunter mode, a bunch of shit that you can do in that game. So trying to give you really make sure you're getting the most out of your money, which I think is great. They also showed Wolfenstein Youngblood, a co-op sequel coming out next year with the twins that you have at the end of spoilers at the end of Wolfenstein 2. At least the John Bond people were, I haven't read any articles about it yet, but people were like, how the fuck are you going to do a DLC style adventure, not a sequel, but set it when the kids are grown up? Like, are you trying to pay off that story before Wolfenstein 3 comes out? Like, that's the hard part.
Sure, they'll pull it off.
Yeah, we'll figure something out.
Right.
Yeah.
But what's the hell's that Wolfenstein VR game?
Yeah, I don't fucking know. What the fuck was that?
It's listed on physical version for $20 on websites. I don't know. It must not be much.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't seen. It can't be a ton. I don't know what you'd be doing in it. Like, if the, I don't even know.
It was called something pilot. So I don't know if that means that you're like driving a mech around or something. Which, why are they calling it Wolfenstein?
You were driving like the big fucking dog that you rode, right? Like that weird like metal thing.
Can you do that?
Yeah.
Yeah, and one of the levels you're riding, or two of them, right? There's two levels where you have to like escape through it and shoot the dudes while you're on it. That
as in the first one.
No, it was in the second one.
I don't remember. I never finished the second one. There's something in the first one where you're in a
fucking hard part. It's hard.
Okay. In the first one, you're in some kind of big thing, walking around and shooting rockets and shit. Is that where like the same kind of thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if there was a game based around that, maybe. I don't know though.
I don't know if that's what it was. Like, I didn't look at. I'm gonna see if there is.
Woof.
So is that like standalone expansion type thing coming to Switch, or did they not say that?
I think it's listed on. It's either GameStop or Best Buy. What physical version for Switch?
Okay. Bethesda's going hard on the Switch.
What's that?
Bethesda's going hard on the Switch.
Yeah, apparently that studio Panic Button, who brought Doom over and is bringing Wolfenstein over to Switch, says they're working on something else, but they can't reveal it yet. So,
guessing Starfield and Elder Scrolls 6 is not going to be on the Switch, though.
Yeah, I wouldn't think so. And I don't know what they're working on then.
I'm going to screen share with you guys just real quick, just to kind of give you an idea of what this VR experience may or may not be like. Just kind of give you a little taste of maybe what you didn't see in the game. But yeah, basically you ride this guy pretty late in the game and
yeah, I remember that.
Fuck everything up. And you got dudes trying to kill you. You light them on fire, run through. So I mean this would be pretty fun, I think, playing in VR, like controlling the fire spitting and running through and tearing some shit up. It was like, this part's easy, and then you got like some big dudes here, and that's where it gets kind of nuts.
Okay.
So yeah, I mean, I can see that being kind of fun.
Yeah.
So there's that.
I cannot confirm. Yeah, I don't know if Youngblood's coming to Switch. I got that wrong. There's not a version listed for on Best Buy or GameStop. I don't know where I saw that. I probably made it up.
It'd be kind of weird for them not to put it on Switch if they're going to put Wolfenstein 2 on Switch, but
yeah, who knows?
You know, I haven't, like I said, I haven't really played around with looking at too much stuff after you guys left as far as news. I just kind of pulled what was there and left it alone. It's the only thing I really did. Let's see. Besides that, he showed off Fallout 76, which had the joke trailer with the Skyrim that apparently is real on the Amazon Echo thing. But that they showed off Fallout 76, which they said everyone's been waiting for, and we already talked about that, so we're going to move on from there. Fallout Shelter is coming to the Switch. It's free. You can get it right now. Elder Scrolls Blades is something they've been working on for iOS. Starfield got announced, which is a game that they're saying is probably not going to be coming anytime soon. But that's a brand new property, no kind of sequel or anything like that. So that's that. And then Elder Scrolls 6 got a cloudy, hey, guess what? This is being made. Here's the title, and that was it.
It's probably not even the final title.
So people were saying they think it's going to be in Hammerfall or something.
This is the, hey, shut the fuck up, we know what we're doing trailer.
That's weird, though, because like I don't think anybody was thinking they're not making another Elder Scrolls game. So they didn't need to show it.
Nope.
I totally agree with you that they did not need to show any kind of game like that.
That'd be like Nintendo showing a screen saying Mario.
Yeah.
Yep.
Still happening. Still own it. Got it. Know what we're doing. No big deal. Ubisoft was next. Goddamn, there's so many of these fucking press conferences. Assassin's Creed Odyssey, Ryan.
I mean, yeah, I'm definitely gonna get it and play it. I don't know if it'd be in my top 3 though.
Okay, Beyond Good and Evil 2. That did nothing for me.
Yeah, well, it was just a CG trailer. So, and they showed like a brief thing of gameplay, but it wasn't very much. So, it looked. I don't know. It looks cool. The world looks cool.
Do you think it's exciting that they're doing the whole "you can create content, we'll pay you" thing with Joseph Gordon-Levitt, JGL?
I don't care about any of that. I guess you get paid for that stuff that you put in there.
Yeah.
I think that's
up to $50,000 is all though.
That's kind of cool, but I don't think any of it's going to make it into the game.
Yeah, you can't get all your dick pics into the game for $50,000.
Yeah, Draymond Green. It's not
yeah. Some side cash.
They announced Ralph's final purchase for the Wii U, Just Dance 2019.
Jeez, it'd be funny to see how creative people could draw a dick in a way to like obfuscate it, so look really closely to tell.
Oh man, I do hope Just Dance 2019 is the final Wii U game because I just completed the Wii U collection. Just Dance 2018.
If they are putting stuff on Wii still, I feel like you are not out of the woods.
But once they're done with the Wii one, I think they're done with the Wii U one.
You think so?
I think Just Dance probably sells better on Wii than it does on Wii U.
Have they shut down the Wii shop?
Yeah.
Yep.
They've shut down the Wii shop. They're still putting out physical Just Dance games on the Wii.
Whatever, man.
Man.
Whatever works.
I don't know if you could download games on Wii though, like physical
like full games, like retail games.
I don't think they ever did, but I could be wrong. Sorry, go ahead.
They showed Division 2, some more obviously Ubisoft game. They showed there's raids in there now, which is exciting. They showed off Skull and Bones with a new open beta, which I signed up for, even though I don't really care to play that game, but whatever. I think it looks great. Pretty looking game, but I just don't like boat combat. I don't think it's for me.
If you end up liking it, you'll like Black Flag.
Whoa. What?
Assassin's Creed Road.
Road, got it. I thought you said something else.
It's a black flag.
Oh, sorry.
Like the American flag, but black,
There's only one flag around here, boy. Only one flag around here.
The Cyclones flag or the Broncos flag?
Oh, it's Kingdom Hearts flag. It's just got a key on it. For Honor expansion called Marching Fire with a new Chinese faction of 4 characters.
Too graphic to show that key in a door.
Yeah, the knob is too real. Starlink Battle for Atlas decided that they probably couldn't make a good game without tying Star Fox into it. So Nintendo back in action with Ubisoft after last year's smash hit of Kingdom Battle, Mario and Rabbids Kingdom Battle. Star Fox coming into the Switch version of Starlink Battle for Atlas.
I was like, I wonder if I could be on board with this. And I watched gameplay of it, and
nope,
I don't think so.
Yep, anybody tells me to do a barrel roll in that game?
There was no mention of barrel roll. It looked kind of like No Man's Sky, honestly.
It's not good.
I'm sure it's actually structured though.
That doesn't sound like a good time though.
But they just came up on this planet, and then I don't know, it's stuff started populating on the planet. And I'm like, it's just like No Man's Sky.
Did you name that planet after Seinfeld characters?
The guy from Jigsaw, the Saw Killer.
Yeah,
it's my favorite Seinfeld character.
I don't know who that was. I haven't seen Jigsaw yet. So.
Is the main killer's name John or something like that?
John Saw.
Yeah.
I don't remember what his last name is.
Oh man,
John saw what you did last summer. Yeah.
That's gonna be the next teen reboot. It's got to be I Know What You Did Last Summer, right?
I haven't rebooted that yet.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's got to be coming soon. They announced a new Trials game, which got me into playing Trials because Ralph was like, "Hey, play Trials. Trials is good." So I played Trials, and Trials is good. So play Trials.
Yeah,
there's so many Trials games now.
There are a lot.
Yeah. Mario and Rabbids DLC with the Donkey Kong stuff. Transference, which is not only a VR game, it's now a full-fledged game. Transference. What did I say?
No, just Konami had something back in the day called Transfer.
Kojima.
Weird. But Transference, the Elijah Wood game where he didn't know how to speak unless the monitor was on, is now it's a full-fledged game, so that's fine. And then the Crew 2, open beta for that. Fucking whatever.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm trying to get through these. Square Enix, here you go. I'm going to rattle these off real quick. Ready? There's only two really good games. 3 really good games out of this. All right, I lied. There's a lot of good games out here. Damn it. Shadow of the Tomb Raider. Great. We're all excited. Coming out soon, right?
Yeah.
Final Fantasy 14, a bunch of bullshit with Monster Hunter. Don't care.
Yeah, I don't know. Sure.
It's weird. Awesome Adventures of Captain Spirit. Again, sure, it's free. Download it, play it, whatever. Dragon Quest 11.
Oh, yeah. That game's coming out in September. The game's going to be really long.
I would play one, but I would probably never finish it, so...
Yeah, you're probably looking at least 70-some hours. Well, let's see. There's a how long to beat for the Japanese version.
Yeah, I'd probably try it, but I don't think I should buy it because I won't finish it.
Cool. They showed off a new IP from Platinum called Babylon's Fall, which I was pretty into.
I forgot about that.
I thought all right. A lot of good new IPs. I'm excited about that.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Sorry, I was typing in Dragon Quest, and the first thing I typed in was D, so then D showed up.
Was it infinite? Was it just the infinite symbol?
1.5 hours to ride D.
Finish the D. It's a lot more than mine, but whatever. Octopath Traveler, that's a thing. That's coming out on Switch. They talked about that, which is just perfect for me, I guess.
Coming in July.
I did just download that
demo.
I
mean, it's 3 hours long, which is pretty good for a demo, and I think it's actually the first 3 hours of the game because it
carries over.
Yeah. Yep.
It looks like the main story for Dragon Quest 11 is around 60 hours. So
yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah.
Too much, probably, in my opinion.
I don't work that long in a week.
little too much.
That's why you gotta become addicted to games. Make that your job.
Oh man. Yeah.
Just Cause 4. We talked about that. Kingdom Hearts 3. That gave me a rage boner. Yeah. Kingdom Hearts 3, also not in my top 3 games.
Top 1.
Was it because of the Pirates of the Caribbean? Is that what?
No, it's the Frozen stuff. It was the Frozen stuff. It's too much. The Quiet Man, where you light poop bags on people's faces, is maybe one of my favorite looking games of E3.
I have no idea what that game is, though.
I'm down for it being called The Quiet Man. Like, that was a pretty dumbass trailer.
I could have sworn Square Enix showed off some really cool looking game at Tokyo Game Show, and that was nowhere to be seen. I can't remember what that was called.
Is it called Final Fantasy VII Remake?
No, I wish I could remember the name of the game.
That's also not a real game. The Final Fantasy VII Remake, neither is Kingdom Hearts 3.
All right, let's get through this. Sony decided they were only going to show off 4 games and tell you ahead of time what they were going to be, and then also decided to show off more than 4 games. So there's that.
Left Alive. I don't know if you guys remember that.
Nope.
So the first game that they showed, they pulled everybody into a weird-looking church, and they had I can't think of his name right now. The guy that does all the music for The Last of Us do a little intro.
WK. Yeah.
Yes, Andrew WK on the banjo.
Yeah, partying hard in The Last of Us.
Damn it, I would play that.
Now I want to see Andrew WK play the banjo really fast while singing
Every time you hit one of those things in the head, the music picks up.
It's time to party. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Party. I want to have a party.
Ellie's working too hard.
Kissing girls, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, I don't know why.
It would have been awesome if, as soon as she kissed that girl, it would have started an Andrew WK song also.
Oh man, I'm dead.
She was partying hard at that dance.
Better get ready to die.
Yeah. I mean, that girl had sweat on her back, so she was partying hard.
That's number one sign. You've been partying hard.
Yeah.
Sweaty back.
Yeah.
This reminds me, there used to be this bar or club thing in Quincy, Illinois called Backwaters. And there's a friend of ours who always had a soy back, so we called it backwater. That was mean.
We could probably take that trailer for The Last of Us, and then right when she kisses that girl, put in some Andrew WK till the end of the trailer. But we probably wouldn't. I don't know how it would work when we uploaded it to YouTube.
Oh yeah, I don't think it would last very long up there.
You just have it on our own website.
Oh yeah, we could. We could have it on our own website. Whatanawesomepodcast.com. The place for all things the Level Up Show podcast.
I feel like if we talk to Andrew WK, he'd be fine with it.
I mean, we're close friends, right? It's fine.
Yeah.
All right. Ooh, man, that was good. Now my eyes are like literally watery real bad. I can't read. Oh yeah, Last of Us. Okay, so this is my game of the show for obvious reasons. I loved the first Last of Us. I carry a lot of existential like grief for playing that game because of the feelings that he had, and obviously I haven't gone through any of that kind of stuff, but being a father and having to watch that happen, that kind of stuff really sucks you into a video game, or at least it did for me. So like I hold a lot of that for that character. So and to not see him in the trailer was kind of bummy, but I get it. Like I'm cool with seeing an older version of Ellie, and I thought everything about that trailer looked great.
He's old, so he was probably partying too hard during the trailer.
Taking a fucking extra. He's probably taking a nap. Probably popped too many Ambiens. Yeah. But yeah, Last of Us Part 2. The gameplay looked, if that is in fact the gameplay, which people on Twitter were like, yeah, it might not be. Might just be all fucking fake. I don't. People are just assholes. I think it's 100% the gameplay.
That game looks similar to the other game, except for
stunning.
animation.
Just looked stunning. And I thought that game looked fucking great. I want that game, and I want a little more Joel. I'd like to see what the point of this. Like, I want to know what the goal is here to know a little more. So I mean, I'm holding my.
I think you know. Goal is party hard.
Oh, it's just a lot of girls making out. Like, I'm fine with that. If this just turns into a Senran Kagura game, I'd probably be okay.
It's like the prequel Spring Breakers.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely into that. I'm really in.
The world goes to shit and then turns into Spring Breakers.
Yeah. Right. This, I guess. Oh man, this is so hard. After that, they took a break. Talked about some Call of Duty bullshit. Call of Duty Black Ops 3 got announced for being free on PlayStation Plus. I downloaded that. Haven't played it, but it's there. They talked about Destiny 2. They announced Neo 2, which was really weird because I thought that was pretty fast, but whatever. Yeah. And then they got back and showed you Ghost of Tsushima, which I guess may knock out that Shadows Die Twice game, but I don't know. Like, I want to see a little more of that Ghost of Tsushima game. It looks astoundingly good.
Like, that's one of those games that people are thinking is definitely not.
Yeah, I don't think so, because like that, there's a lot of leaves in that game.
Yeah,
a lot of leaves.
Yeah, so that when I thought it was CG, that it may not have been CG that whole time. It might have just been its next gen console, and that's what it just looks really nice on the next gen console.
That entire game was not CG. That entire demo was not CG. Yeah. I couldn't believe how
there
good that
was. So much foliage. It was
like, insane.
Yeah,
I thought that. Yeah, that. I hate being a Sony fanboy, so I'm trying to share the love because I do like that Sekiro game. But man,
that's also going to be on Sony consoles.
Yeah, no, I know. I'm just saying for the Microsoft conference they showed it. So, Ghost of Tsushima, great. They showed off Control from Quantum Break people and Max Payne people. Okay, I'm in. I didn't get to play Alan Wake or that other game they did for the Xbox, which wasn't such a big deal. But this looks pretty cool. I want to know more. They had her on the Giant Bomb live stream, some lady that works there, and they kind of talked about you're in this building that is kind of like
she have an accent?
No, she's American.
So most people at Remedy are not.
She was like the world apparently there's like shape shifting internally, so like the building itself is like moving and evolving as you're going through it, which is kind of weird. So it sounds interesting. I'm pretty excited for it. Maybe I haven't played Cube.
There's no. It's a movie.
Oh, did I tell you guys that I finally watched Moon? I feel like I told you that already.
Did we spoil anything?
Yeah, I mean, you guys have already spoiled me.
How did you feel about Kevin Spacey knowing what you know now?
He's one creepy son of a bitch, isn't he?
Yeah.
Do you think he didn't want you touching the not awake of the bodies just because
he wanted to. Yeah.
Okay, just making sure.
Yeah. That was the twist.
Yeah. More Kingdom Hearts 3, great. Trevor Saves the World. I thought that looked fucking dumb, but whatever. That Rick and Morty game, not Rick and Morty game.
Oh,
it's probably fine.
Yeah, it might be all right, but who knows?
Whatever. You got a big deep dive into Death Stranding.
It's not a real game.
Maybe not that deep of dive. Yeah. I think he just showed so Kojima loves to do stylish trailers. It's like if you look at the first, if you look at one of the big first major trailers for Metal Gear Solid 5, there's no gameplay in that either. But it was
just like that fucking the goddamn whale flying all over the place. And
that garbage song. That trailer was amazing. You don't think that trailer was awesome? Go back and watch that Metal Gear Solid 5 trailer.
I don't think I've ever seen it.
Listen, no, I get excited whenever you get excited about something. For you to be saying something is amazing, I just love it. It just makes me laugh.
Just go back and watch that Metal Gear Solid 5 trailer with that garbage song.
I will right now during the middle of you talking.
I don't know. I guess maybe as somebody who's never played any of the Metal Gear Solid 5 games, maybe it just won't.
Yeah, probably wasn't as.
It was a good choice of song, and then so this looked like more of just him putting out a stylish demo, and I have no idea when we're going to see real actual gameplay. But
there is no gameplay. It's just a movie.
What's really weird too is the girl they showed at the end. I didn't know who the hell that was, but apparently that's an actress who is in her 60s now, but was really popular in the 70s, and that's a 70s version of her.
Oh yeah, I remember seeing that.
Lindsay Wagner.
Yeah,
and then that other girl that's got the foreign-looking name, I don't know how to pronounce it. She was in Blue Is the Warmest Color. So.
Oh, okay. I'd watch that.
Yeah. So he's got a pretty interesting.
He would like that movie.
Yeah. I actually once I recognized that that was the girl in Blue Is the Warmest Color, I rewatched that movie, and it's man.
3 hours worth.
It is hard. It is hard to watch. We're watching it the first time. It's not too bad. Rewatching it and knowing what happens, it doesn't seem like a very good movie.
It's so long.
Yeah, it's not as long as Nymphomaniac. That was too much.
Yeah, I've seen all of that. Yeah.
I have not seen that. I'm also trying to get this trailer started, and it's not working very well.
It's not worth it.
Yeah, you're gonna need the sound on to hear the song. Otherwise.
Is this song a cover of Party Hard?
No. I wonder what.
It's a really slow song. It's pretty slow. I don't know what it's called, but it's whatever. All right. Anyway, moving on. Sony, yes, Death Stranding. I don't care, but I'm okay not knowing what the fucking game is because I don't care. I just don't, and that's a good thing.
Yeah.
It's not a bad thing that I'm. It's not. It's apathy because I don't really want to know what the fuck that game is until he's ready to be yo, all right.
Even when he becomes ready, you probably still won't know what the game is.
What it is. Yeah. And that's fine. I like that there's still some illusion there because he's so fucking weird. Somebody I was talking to was Hideo Kojima, I think, could literally be a fucking mass murderer. If he wasn't making video games, I'm pretty sure he would be fucking killing people because he's so fucking.
What? Well, no.
No, but I mean, that dude is fucking weird.
Yeah.
He's a weird fucking dude. And then they ended with Spider-Man, which looks great, and it comes out this year, and I'm real excited about it. And they teased a villain or possible team up with maybe Doc Ock, I guess people are saying. I said Venom. We'll see.
There's Iron Man stuff going around, too.
Yeah, Iron Man rumors flying around. So, I mean, this game might have a lot of cool things happening, so I'm pretty pumped about that. So then they showed off some From Software PSVR game called Deracine with cats. I figured Katie was probably excited about that.
They tricked us because it was From Software.
Okay. And last but not least, but absolutely the least, we come to Nintendo, who really just kind of shit the bed.
Yeah, well, no, somebody else did that, but
that's true.
It was a dog.
A dog did that.
I heard Nintendo's stock price
plummeted.
Plummeted after
that was nuts.
I could see that. All right, let's blow through this real quick so we can get our stuff done. Daemon Ex Machina looked weird, but fine.
I'm interested, but I don't know.
It's a lot of. I
don't remember what that is.
It was a mech game, wasn't it, Ralph?
Yeah, I like you were flying a mech around.
Yeah, it looked cool.
I don't know.
I'm down to know more what it is. Mech games are kind of the rage this year. Hollow Knight, it's available right now on Switch for you guys that want to play it. Fortnite free, available on Switch. They showed us some Killer Queen Black, which is apparently an old arcade game. I didn't even really know what the fuck that game was.
It's like a newer arcade game, but yeah, I didn't know what it was till I was listening to
the
dude
podcast
on the Giant Bomb talk about it. Yeah,
that's coming to more than just Switch.
Not yet.
Not yet. Yeah, I mean, but yeah, there's like 100 arcade units of it around. I don't know.
Weird.
No idea.
Is it in my local Pizza Hut?
I don't know if your local Pizza Hut is in your local Pizza Hut.
Does it have a jukebox?
I couldn't even tell you where my local Pizza Hut is. Yeah. So once I figure that out, I will give you an update.
Let me know.
Order diary.
Can you ask for a Book It personal pan pizza and see what they say?
Yeah.
I haven't read my book this month, so I don't.
You better get on it. They showed Overcooked 2, which I'm down for. I like the first Overcooked. It was fun. More Overcooked sounds good. Those dudes seem like they're just kind of like, hey, we're going to do as much stuff as we can until development time is done and more money needs to be happening. And then we'll ship this and just keep going. Like, it just seems like they're just kind of flying by the seat of their pants, which I'm into.
Yeah. Seem like all right, guys.
Yeah, they seem kind of genuine. Fire Emblem Three Houses.
Oh, no.
Tree house, I wish.
There's not enough room in that tree house for Fire Emblem.
God damn it. Fire Emblem Three Houses. More in-depth battles than ever before, apparently. So
yeah, it looked cool. It's gonna be interesting to try to play one of those on a big TV instead of on a small handheld. But,
yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, I didn't play Conquest or Birthright, so it'll be interesting to go. All right, I didn't even play Echoes. I bought that giant freaking.
I played
special edition version.
Yeah, I bought the same one.
Yeah, but I haven't played it yet.
I got to a point where I was getting my ass destroyed, so it kind of
Whoa.
What?
Destroying an asshole.
Oh, destroying assholes, whatever.
All right, fair enough. They showed us some Octopath Traveler or Project Octopath is what this is.
No, it's not a project anymore.
Yeah, they got rid of the project. They dropped it. Moving on up to the east side.
Dragon Ball Fighters is coming. Xenoblade Chronicles 2 is getting some DLC.
That's got a physical release. That's weird.
The DLC?
Yeah.
That's
Dragon Ball Z. Or wait, what was it?
Dragon Ball Fighters.
The Xenoblade DLC
Fighters.
is getting a physical release. It may just be a code in a box, though. I'm not sure.
I should know. I bought that game too soon because I feel like they're going to release another version of that with all the extra characters. Oh, well.
Yeah, probably. They showed off Splatoon 2, the Octo expansion. Came out the day after. Then Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee, whatever. Super Mario Party has been announced, which is pretty exciting. I'm down for more Mario Party. That was something I predicted. And then they spent 14 years talking about Super Smash Bros. Ultimate.
And it had so many characters to go through.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck. December 7th,
the new Ridley character.
Ridley Scott is in the game, yes.
Yeah.
Tony Scott is his tag team partner, though.
Oh, gosh. From the Ghost version?
From the grave.
He's going to, his special move is just him explaining Prometheus to you. So
Tony Scott's special move.
That's his final smash.
Don't say it, Derek. This doesn't involve a bridge.
All right, fine. Oh, fuck. All right, fine. I won't do it. All right, that's E3, man. It was long and it was exciting, and I love every single year of us hanging out and doing that together. It is probably my favorite thing that we do, aside from our Game of the Year show every year. Like that is they're really good.
It just sucks that Nintendo sucked it up on the last day.
Yeah, but, I mean. Yeah. If you want to get right into the categories, Ralph, you want to kind of lead us off here with whatever one you want us to start with. You want to go with
who lost E3?
Should we just start with the obvious one?
I mean, I feel like we all feel like Nintendo probably lost it.
Yeah,
sucks. I thought they were going to do well, and they didn't.
I thought they had so much momentum going in. I mean, Ralph, as a Nintendo fanboy, I've talked forever now, so I'm going to let you talk for a little while. Tell me why you think they lost. Tell me what they fucked up on.
I don't know. They spent I guess I know why they spend all the time on Smash Brothers because it's like the big thing coming out this year. But like, if you're not into Smash Brothers, like,
you had nothing.
You know.
You got a brief taste of Fire Emblem, but
yeah, and it seems like it's weird they even showed Fire Emblem if they just showed, because Super Mario Party comes out this year, but that Demon whatever doesn't come out this year.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if they got like another direct planned pretty soon.
I could see one in September, but that's probably the soonest.
Like, I don't even know why they even had one.
Yeah.
Really, because like people are gonna buy. The people who want to play Smash Brothers are gonna buy it.
Yeah, I don't think you're gonna sell more people on Smash Brothers. I truly don't.
Yeah, it's like, oh, Mario's got shoelaces now. I guess I'm gonna buy it this time. Like, who's
10,000 changes.
I didn't even realize he didn't have shoelaces before.
I may have made that up. I don't know. But yeah, I just feel like they just.
Did they announce a new Amiibos?
No.
On the after show, they
surprising. Oh, was it more Splatoon?
I want to say they showed off Smash Brothers ones, but I don't remember what.
Well, I'm sure like Ridley will get one.
I think that might have been what it was.
And the Inkling from Smash Brothers,
probably. Yes.
Splatoon people. I don't know. Yeah,
so
we all
know there was no Metroid update, or
it would have been nice to see some gameplay. It would have been nice to see more of anything, really, or like something announced that was like a Nintendo IP that wasn't Super Mario Party.
Ridley, Inkling.
They did show Yoshi, but isn't that Yoshi game supposed to be coming out soon too?
It got delayed to 2019 for some day.
Corrin? Who's Corrin?
It's a Fire Emblem.
And then Bayonetta is also one of the, which is kind of, I would buy the Bayonetta one.
So Bayonetta 3 must not be very far along because they still haven't shown any of that other than the same thing they did for Metroid, which is just a logo.
Yeah. There's already a Corrin and Bayonetta amiibo, so I don't know what that means. Really? Yeah, I don't know. I was just hoping they'd announce something like big out of left field or big, and they didn't. Super Mario Party is not.
It isn't. Two weird Pokemon games, but not the main one that everybody cares about.
I mean, I still feel that that game is just a walking simulator with Pokemon Go attached.
I've been watching a lot of gameplay because I'm trying to sell myself on this game.
Because you love Nintendo, I get it.
Well, I really want to play a Pokemon game this year for some reason.
I'm with you. Pokemon Go has treated me real good. I caught an Arctic.
Have you heard of the Lost Child? It's on Switch right now.
I caught an Articuno earlier.
So this Pokemon game looks like it's like the original Game Boy games, kind of like it's like basic, I guess, compared to probably the newer ones. But I mean, you're still like battling Pokemon. You're like picking moves for them to do. So like, I don't know. I'm hoping it's still like fun and not like too baby casual.
Too babyish.
Oh yeah, don't put Baby Mario in there.
Oh man, he'll be a Pokemon soon.
Nobody puts Baby Mario in the
You think you could hear? So if you capture him in a Pokeball, do you think you could still hear him crying through the Pokeball?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, no, I can't do that.
But he'll suffocate in there. He's the only one who will suffocate in a Pokeball.
It's like hiding in a fridge. Yep.
Indiana Jones died in the fridge.
Or hiding in the trunk.
He almost died in the fridge.
I don't even know. I didn't watch that movie. So we all think Nintendo lost it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, if we're going on who won it, I think we all probably, or maybe we feel the same. Me and Derek feel the same, I think, about this. I feel like if you're going for exclusives, Sony won it. But if you're going for like overall presentation and enjoyment, I think I like Microsoft's the best.
Yes. Mine was Sony for both. I didn't.
Okay.
Yeah. For both of those. So for me, Microsoft was second.
Okay. Was Sony because they showed Resident Evil 2?
No. Mine was more like the games that you play. on either Sony or PC. Like they had more games that I wanted to play than Microsoft.
Okay.
Microsoft was really like, I don't count Halo, and like it's really difficult to judge these press conferences because it's hard to tell what games are they showing that are actually coming out soon, what games are not coming out for another like 3 or 4 years or even 2 years. And I don't like Gears of War is one I definitely want to play, and so is that Tactics game. I don't know when that's coming out. Halo Infinite, no way in hell is that coming out anytime soon. I definitely don't want to play Horizon, even if it had Ludacris.
Luda.
What else did they show that was like Microsoft exclusive?
I mean, yeah, if you're just going on exclusive, like it's
not
even
a contest then.
I mean, but even like I just enjoy how, even though they weren't exclusive, how Microsoft had like all these world premieres and whatever.
Yeah.
Like
it was just a good time watching the Microsoft show. Like I had a good time watching.
I had a good time watching Sony's too.
Yeah, I mean, I'm giving my number one game to a Sony game, so I mean, I'm with you. But I just thought the structure was enough for me to go, okay, good try, fix it next year. I think Microsoft got it. For me, like the games I want to play are on a Sony platform, so I'm in. Other than Days Gone, because that game should be canceled.
I don't even know why they need a studio to show these in. Like, why can't they just like, hey, here's some guy doing a brief introduction of a trailer. Yeah, here's a trailer. Why do we even need a crowd there?
If they just did it from like if they would have just been at that booth and just had people standing at that booth and did it, I would have been fine with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I think Microsoft was it just flowed really well. And as a non-Microsoft console owner, I can honestly tell you, like, yeah, I think Microsoft did a fucking bang up job. I would tell you that Microsoft got E3 right this year. I'm not telling you that all the games that are coming out are games that they
because like they didn't even really talk about the Xbox One X, and that's like their main thing.
But they also teased the new Xbox, so they also talked about playing. They also talked about the ability.
Could have easily done that too.
I mean, this entire E3 is, hey, it's dick measuring of, hey, look, I'm going to put this game out in 2 years. I'm going to put this game out in probably 3 years, but I'm still putting it out. Like, that's what this E3 felt like. But I felt like the structure, like, my reasoning for watching E3 is trailers. Like, I get it. Like, that's not necessarily what maybe you guys are into, and I've always been that way. Like, I enjoy a good game trailer. So if I get 50 trailers, which I didn't necessarily get 50, but if I get 50 game trailers of games that maybe I want to play, maybe I don't, I still got to watch fucking 50 games. Like, that's still fun to me. Whereas Sony was like, hey, here's 4 fucking dynamite games that we know you're going to play. And I was like, yeah, I'm going to probably play all of those games. But I just thought the enjoyment level that I had, if I'm not counting Devolver, because Devolver was still pretty fun. It wasn't quite last year's fun, but it was still pretty good. Was Microsoft.
They had a pretty big cliffhanger at the end of this year's.
I mean, RoboCop is coming.
Yeah, I'm surprised they were allowed to recreate that footage like directly. Like it was almost exactly the same. Yeah. But for me, it's more about like, I don't care if you show me a shitload of games. It's more like, why am I going to play those games on your platform?
Sure.
And Microsoft didn't really talk about the X as like, I think he like briefly mentioned that all these games will run the best on our system.
To that degree, Sony didn't mention the Pro either.
True, unless he's specifically saying the Xbox One X, and he did. He just said all our consoles.
Sony didn't mention the Pro at all either, though.
No, they didn't, because they didn't have to, because they were showing games that you could only play on PlayStation.
Yeah, you're right.
So, but well, except for when they started showing like Resident Evil 2 and stuff like that. So, as far as like games that I'd want to play on Xbox One X, it'd probably be just like Gears of War and then maybe Cuphead, but I still don't want to play that until they release a physical version of it. And then Sony just had more that I'd actually want to play on a PlayStation. Even though most of the third-party games I'm going to be getting are going to be on Xbox One X.
Right.
Like even Resident Evil 2, which was shown at Sony. I already pre-ordered that on Xbox One X.
Did you get the deluxe edition?
No, because it's just fucking costumes and then a sound, like alternate soundtrack. I'm not paying.
The fuck? I didn't know what it was.
No, yeah, that's what it is. It's costumes, and then it's in the original soundtrack. You can have that swapped in instead of the new one for the game. So I'm not paying extra money for that.
Hell no.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know how we want to do this. I guess we'll just go around.
Sure.
Give me well, I don't even know how I worded this. Like favorite
Thing.
either announcement or like gameplay game. I don't know, just something like. I mean, I
have a good example for you if you want to start with me. I don't know that you wanted to, but I've got a good example.
It's fine. Go ahead.
So, and this isn't necessarily akin to this specific console generation, but this is what excited me about watching this. The fact that they're getting that, like, they're still able, or they're going to be able to push some of these games to look as good as some of these games do. Like, I get that I shouldn't be as excited as I am because PC can do it or whatever, but truly seeing, like, the Ghost of Tsushima trailer made me stop and go,
yeah, but that might not be this current. That might be this
right.
Gen.
But I'm just saying, all I mean in general is that's a fucking video game, man.
Yeah,
that is a fucking video game. That's something I'm going to be able to play. That blows my fucking mind.
Well, so that's what makes it so interesting is like that game probably isn't on current consoles.
Right.
So they need another console to do that.
To push it, yeah.
Yeah. So that's part of the reason why, like, when I'm telling you guys, like, the current consoles are so far behind PCs, they could already be doing that on current PCs.
Right.
So, but that, like, I don't know. So that's why it feels like these longer life cycles just kind of suck. But it feels like sort of kind of needed just because in order to get the affordable, like $500, $400 range, sometimes it just doesn't line up right for them to, like, they could have done another like Xbox One X type thing for $500, but it, like, the CPU still would have been garbage, and they don't want to do that. So
I just thought that the gameplay, like, and even in not every game was like, oh my god, a technical wonder, but the ones that were. And even like this kind of goes along with the same thing, but they showed that cab driver game.
I don't remember that. What's that? Crazy Taxi?
I don't know.
Oh, you don't remember it either?
No.
It was like you're like the last human.
No, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I can't remember what it's called, but yeah.
I can't either. But like, again,
it was like
it's like an adventure game.
Okay.
But again, it doesn't look fucking. It's not Last of Us good. It's not Ghost of Tsushima good. But again, if you go back and you go, okay, adventure games. What adventure games did I used to play? Well, they sure as fuck didn't look like that. Like that, just
unless you count Until Dawn and.
Well, I mean older. I'm talking like, when you were younger, and yeah, if you talk about like Until Dawn, or you talk about any of the Walking Dead art styles, whatever. But you look like Wolf Among Us, I think looks really, really good for an art style. Just continuing to be able to push people's ability to. I mean, even people are still trying to innovate on the 8-bit era of games, and they're still coming out and looking pretty fucking crisp. And again, yeah, it's a 4K, if you will, 8-bit game. But have you ever thought about the idea of playing a 4K 8-bit game? Like, what the fuck is that?
The nightmare.
It's just weird. It's crazy to me. Like, that excites me a lot.
Okay. I think the thing I was most excited about, not necessarily that we have to go in order here, but Ryan probably agrees.
Yeah.
Resident Evil 2.
Yeah, that's my number one.
Real hot. I was watching gameplay of that too. I don't know. I was just really surprised by the way it ended up looking, because I don't know what I thought the remake was going to be. But
so I found this guy who recorded quite a bit of it, because he got to play it more than once. So the second time he played it, he got to go a lot further, because that's just like 20 minutes, and then you can pretty much get as far as you want. And he uploaded it in 4K with a really high bit rate, so it looks amazing on my TV. I also watched it because since it was Father's Day, I watched it at my parents' house, and my parents, their TV's not as good. The TV's not as good, and their internet sucks ass. And the video quality compared to watching on my TV in my apartment to theirs was like night and day. It looks so bad on their TV. But yeah, like I've watched that demo so many times from many different people, and it looks amazing.
Yeah, I'm ready to give that a go.
Yeah, I wish it wasn't January. I wish it was like this October or something like that.
Yeah, that would be very nice.
But
did
we lose Derek?
Oh,
you just
he's just bored to death.
I was trying to figure out what the fuck the child needed, and then I realized what the child needed, and now I'm good.
Okay. You got another one, Derek? We got.
I mean, for me, again, I'm kind of talking specifically about my. I guess that's kind of the point, right? Is to be able to be personal and talk about
whatever you want.
What I feel like. My game of the show, and again, it wasn't really a surprise. We knew it going in, but my game of the show was The Last of Us. And from the outside looking in, I'm going to make a few assumptions, so pardon me for doing that. But it definitely feels art direction wise that they're attempting to evolve that game into something different. And that was my concern when the game ended, was the end of that game is so big and you make such a decision that it was like, okay, what's the story now? Like, and again, I don't know the details. I want to know like what's more is going on. But from what they're showing, yes, the survival impact is still there. But from what you saw in that first trailer of The Last of Us originally to what you see in this kind of big first real trailer with some gameplay, it feels like they're trying to set a different tone. And
have they shown any of the like infected at all? Like I don't remember seeing any infected in any of those trailers.
Yeah, you were killed. I think you were killed a couple in that that parking garage area. One or two, I thought.
In that most recent trailer?
I thought so. Am I wrong?
Maybe I wasn't paying attention because I thought she was killing like all humans.
I thought she killed at least one.
It could have been. And then they're like that thing. I hate any movie, TV show. Like I don't hate the actual movie or whatever. But just watching it, I hate watching any form of media where they show somebody being gutted. It just looks so freaking terrible. And them showing in that trailer was really hard to watch. I don't know if you guys saw them doing that.
Yeah, like what do you mean? You just don't like the ability?
Well, they cut somebody open and their intestines out. Like even reading about it's like if you ever read The Running Man, at the end of Running Man,
you think it's just too much?
It's just hard. Like it's something that is just hard to, in my mind, to think about. So no, I don't. It's cool that they do it because it definitely makes you think.
It adds some gravity. It adds some gravity to the situation.
It's like at the end of The Running Man, the book, if you ever read the book, it's a Stephen King book. He's like crashing a plane into some building and something happened to him where he was ripped open and his guts were spilling out. And he's like tripping over his intestines as he's walking through the plane. And it's like, it's really hard to read. So just because it's so gross, but yeah, it was kind of surprising to see them show that because that's really a really brutal thing to do. Like they did it in that one of those seasons of what was it called? I can't remember.
Sunny in Philadelphia.
American Horror Story. Was it Roanoke or whatever the one was when they were the Southern Plantation? There was a lot of like ripping out intestines in that. That was difficult to watch.
Oh yeah, that was the one I didn't watch with like the weird like mental asylum.
No, it was just like a house, like some.
Oh yeah, the New Orleans one.
Yeah.
Where was what's his fucking radio?
Yeah. He was in that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's bad. I'm sorry that I don't know Cuba Gooding Jr. without going, hey yo.
Really? Yeah, I know him from like Jerry Maguire is what comes to mind when I think of him. So
not Snow Dogs.
No, or that boxing movie.
Yeah, Pearl Harbor. He's in Pearl Harbor.
Yeah, he is in Pearl Harbor.
Yeah, that's the one. He's a boxer.
Yeah,
the Navy.
The boxing harbor.
Yeah, South Park had a lot of fun with that movie. Or not South Park, just Matt and Trey and Team America.
Oh yeah.
Promise me you'll never die. Yep.
I turned on some Beat Saber videos the other day, and they had a video of him doing America, And I was like 30, not even 30 seconds. I was like, it's all ramping up, and the dude's like beat sabering, and then I forgot like how fun the song sounds, and the kids are right there like. And then I was like, holy shit, I cannot play the song for them because they're gonna be like, oh yeah, America, yeah, like I can't. I'm like, so I just backed out as quick as I could. I'm like, damn it, I really want to watch this video, but you fuckers are ruining my time. I can't do it. They were just like, oh, this is fun music, Dad. And they're like, oh, and I was like, oh man, they're gonna be so singing this song. I can't do it. Oh, it was bad. It's bad news.
Yeah, that trailer was something else.
Yeah, it was. It's a lot. Yeah, Last of Us 2, man. That's my game of the show.
Okay. Ryan, you want to go next in case we steal another one from someone?
So my second one was Devil May Cry 5. I already knew that game was coming, but it was nice to see them show it off and to know that it's coming so soon. If they don't push it, it's supposed to be one of those February in that February range. So, yeah, it's been a while. And like, it's been so long since I played a Devil May Cry game that wasn't that DMC one, that when I put in that Devil May Cry 4 Special Edition, I had no idea. Yeah, like the controls just, like, I didn't even know what to do because the controls were so different back then. So it'll be interesting to see how the game controls, if it's more like Bayonetta, more modern, or if it'll be like those older Devil May Cry 1 through 4 style. But
yeah, I'm excited about that. I don't know why, but I've only really played the first Devil May Cry.
Yeah, well, I mean, if you play both Bayonettas, it's kind of like playing Devil May Cry. So
okay, yeah. I don't know why, but I'm really excited about Battletoads. No idea why. I mean,
it's a real thing. It's happening finally.
It just blows my mind, really. It's like, well, you got nothing left, so of course you're going to pull out Battletoads. Yeah, Banjo-Kazooie is going to be next.
Yep, why not?
Next E3, I'm calling it right now. Banjo-Kazooie announcement.
Oh boy, put it on the books.
Blast Core 2. I don't know.
Oh, what else? Blast Core 2. That'd be fun.
RC Pro-Am.
Sure. Whatever, man. Whatever works.
Rare shit is left. Perfect Dark 1.
That I can see. I can see some Perfect Dark bullshit happening.
Yeah.
Does Microsoft own Perfect Dark now, pretty much? Like, that's theirs, I guess, right?
Yeah. Yeah, because it's on... Well, we had Perfect Dark 0, and it's on Rare Replay. Yeah. The first one is.
It's going to be a wall guy in 4K. Best looking wall guy you could get.
Hell yeah. All right, I guess it's Derek again.
This could be my last one. I like doing this in a little more of a non-authentic way. It's not like my game of the show is absolutely Last of Us. Ghost of Tsushima, Sekiro are fucking fantastic. Cyberpunk looks great, like game-wise. This, for me, like this third thing that made me excited isn't necessarily because it's a specific game. I mean, it is because it's a specific game. Burying the lead here. It is the probable culmination of something I've waited, by that point, 13 years for.
About Cars 2
and yeah. And like, I don't know, maybe you felt that with that Team Eco game that finally came out. I don't think
probably more felt that with Resident Evil 2.
Was it? How long was it between 1 and 2? Or are you just talking the remake?
The remake, yeah.
So, like, the emotion I get for the fact that Kingdom Hearts 3 is like months away from coming out. Is weird.
What do you think the chances are it comes out in January?
Not very high.
I mean,
I feel like it's pretty high since they announced like a console and all that. Yeah.
That makes me a little more like. But then I just feel weird. Like I I worry for these people's health and wellness. I feel like they're just like beating the shit out of them. Like, finish the fucking game.
I think that guy who's working on Kingdom Hearts 3 is also working on the Final Fantasy VII remake, right?
Yeah.
So, but they
he's also the guy that did Versus 13 before he left that and it became 15.
Yeah. Man, that game. I don't know if that game was ever coming out.
But I mean, so for me, just the culmination of like waiting for 13 years for a fucking game, like it cannot live up to the excitement that I've had. It just won't. You know,
it looks so much better than Kingdom Hearts 2.
It does, but then I read articles where it's like, oh yeah, the gummy ship. Oh yeah, it's basically the gummy ship from 2.
Yeah, but
hopefully
you don't have to do much with it.
But then it's like, okay, what about the systems? The systems are pretty much the same ones from 2. Like, are you...
Some of that special move stuff that he was doing looked
way different. Yeah. But it just seems as though you're either downplaying it, there's a language barrier, or you literally just took this long but are just recycling a fuck ton of stuff from 2. Like, and I don't know. It's like, this is a bad example because this is never going to happen, but Chinese democracy just never going to happen, right?
What about Duke Nukem Forever?
Sure, Duke Nukem Forever. More on the point of the video games.
Good, though.
And it was garbage, right? Like it was like it's fine.
It's the same thing happened to Aliens, Colonial Marines. That was announced a long time ago.
It just wasn't something that I'm excited for that, but it is on a different level. Like my emotion for that game is to close that I've been waiting for this game for 13 years. I was a child. I had no kids. I am now a grown-ass man with 3 children. And a fucking video game with stupid Elsa has got me fucking excited. Like, what world is this?
It's got Johnny Depp too, right?
No, it's not really Johnny Depp, but it is it is a good impression.
Yeah.
But yeah, Kingdom Hearts 3 is months away from being real, and I am really excited about that.
Months away for hearing Donald screeching in your ear for.
I will relish
using all your potions.
I will relish every second of playing that game when it comes out. And you bet your ass, 2019 beating party, my place.
You can stream that.
I will.
Stream the entire game, speed run.
I don't know if you can put that on YouTube.
Yeah, I don't know.
I can't top that. Sorry.
Sorry. I didn't mean to like fuck some shit up.
No, it's fine. I really don't know what order we were going in.
It's supposed to be Ryan, and then you're going to end.
I can let Ryan end because mine's not that great.
Okay.
His
is not that great either. Yeah.
Okay.
Like a combination of 4 things, and one of them didn't even happen. But
I don't know. I'm kind of into Fire Emblem on Switch, so it was nice to see at least that looks like it's coming along.
Did they say when though? Like I don't remember them saying the date.
I don't either, but it has to be next year because well, I feel like they showed enough of it. Nintendo showed enough of a game to where but they did that with Yoshi though last year. Who knows? I'm hoping next year, but I can't rely on anything anymore.
Yeah, it looks pretty cool. As far as like stuff that Nintendo showed that is coming out hopefully within the next year or two, that was probably the thing I liked most from their demo or whatever they were showing before it was all Smash Brothers.
Yeah, them
Smash all the time.
Yeah, settle it and smash. What we got?
So my kind of for the 2 non-serious ones are Andrew WK and then Frog Smashers 2.
Yes.
Which Frog Smashers 2, I'm hoping that's a thing. They just forgot to announce it.
Yeah.
I think that's what Battletoads is.
Oh, that'd be so good.
But then the other ones were ones that probably won't come out for a while, and that's Ghost of Tsushima. I can't say it, but you know what I'm talking about.
Tsushima, yeah.
And then Cyberpunk, because it was just nice to see more of those, because we briefly saw so Cyberpunk was a long time ago.
Yeah.
And Ghost was what, Tokyo Game Show?
Yeah, Paris Games Week, or was it Tokyo Game Show? I think it was Paris.
One.
Yeah.
So it's just nice to see more of those. Actually, like real gameplay of Ghosts, even if that might not be what ends up being in. Like that scene where he was fighting that lady with all the red leaves around was pretty cool.
Awesome. Yeah.
So
like I said, man, it's just got that has me like out of everything, like the excitement I have for the fact that we get to play video games like that. Like, what the fuck? Like, that's so like, it's super cool to me.
Yeah, I mean, I would have like Spider-Man and Last of Us was also pretty cool, but they've shown those games so many times now. So
for me, this trailer of The Last of Us was enough. Like, I don't want to see much more of that game. Like, I don't need to see many more of that. I don't need to know that Joel's alive, or I see him. I get it. He's around. It's fine. I want to, but I also know that I'm buying that game. I don't. His
brother is still alive too, right?
Yep. So they just sent him off at the.
I don't know if they've shown his brother. Well, he goes at the end of the first one. They're going back to his camp.
Right,
right?
Trying to head out because they all left. Yep. So.
Okay. Well, I got one final category.
Oh.
Surprise category.
Yay.
Derek's worst game of the show.
Oh fuck.
This is only for Derek, and I know what we all know what it is.
I think I know.
Madden 19.
What?
Oh man, I was gonna say Days Gone.
Come on. I was setting you guys up. Of course, it's gonna be fucking Days Gone. It
was there. I watched them play it at their Sony Post whatever thing.
Here's
live stream.
I want to. Ralph, can you ship me your Game Informer magazine?
What?
Which one?
Days Gone on it.
I got one with Anthem on it yesterday and already gave it away.
Oh no, I forgot about Anthem.
Oh, we were talking about when you were gone, I think.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't. I still have the Days Gone one. I can.
When I was Days Gone, yeah.
Can you just send me like screen caps and I'll just read it and make sure I hate it still?
Well, I mean, there's a bunch of YouTube videos on it. Why can't you just?
I've watched every piece of possible media for that game and still don't like it. So.
Okay, worst game of the show.
Yeah, I mean, the worst game of the show is probably like, I don't know. Like, I really thought that Rick and Morty game looked real dumb.
I don't know how you could really give that to a game. Worst game of the show, but I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, like, least appealing game.
Days Gone is like. I mean, I had a 40-minute conversation about how much I didn't like Days Gone.
So, like, if you watch a trailer of Days Gone and NBA Live, you would say Days Gone over NBA Live?
NBA Live's making some strides, man. Like, they're trying.
No.
I'm in. Can they bring back that?
No.
Can they bring back that dead dude again?
What?
Paul Bear?
There was a dead guy in one of them, wasn't there? Or was that 2K? Maybe that was 2K.
What are you talking about?
There was a single player mode.
Talking about XXX Temptation?
Oh man!
Trying to get a dead guy to make it in the NBA. That's not going to work.
Oh fuck!
Is this weekend at Bernie's story mode?
Get a motorcycle today? Nope.
Power slide?
Bullet.
You went over to Stern's place for the weekend and he died, and you're trying to pretend like he's not.
David Stern?
What's going on?
What are we talking about?
Yeah.
David Stern's trying out for the NBA.
Well, whatever. What is he? What are they? So what's the title? What's like the Goodell equivalent?
Commissioner.
Is that what they call him in the NBA?
Adam Silver now.
NBA commissioner.
Oh, so Stern's not even the guy anymore?
No.
He's gone. He's been gone for like 5 years now.
Yeah, probably.
Adam Silver's a good guy, though. He looks real goofy, but he's good.
I guess I did see that guy talking when they were going to the finals.
He looks like a bowling pin.
He does look real fucking weird.
Well, I don't know what dead guy you're talking about. I'll have to look that up. Why is that in the basketball story mode?
Oh, I don't remember what the fuck it was. I remember
Spike Lee did this.
Yeah, there was a Spike Lee joint.
Oh my
gosh. Let's see, Spike Lee NBA 2K16.
Somebody's brother die or something.
2K16, Living the Dream, a Spike Lee, a 2-hour.
You can't be when you're dead, right?
Well, I'm
Maybe
just telling you. The gameplay, I mean, what's his name dies. Like one of his friends dies, and you see him in the game. So
like that 6 Man movie when he dunked too hard and fell on his back.
it is. You just
Marlon Wayans.
Yeah. You just watch the 6 Man.
Okay.
Oh man, I hope Spike Lee remakes that movie.
That would be pretty good.
With the same cast.
Yeah. Was David Spade in that, or is that something else?
There's no way, doing what? He's no way he's playing
know.
basketball in that movie.
Yeah, I probably made that up. I'm gonna look it up now.
He's like the white Muggsy Bogues.
You tell me Muggsy Bogues wasn't white?
Man, I can't believe how short Muggsy Bogues was. Like, I thought he was like Nate Robinson height, but no, he's like 5'3", and somehow made it in the NBA. I don't know how that worked out.
Yeah, I don't know. He wasn't dunking. I know that. Yeah, David Spade was not in this. I don't know what I was thinking.
Yeah, I don't know who else besides the Wayans brothers.
Yeah, nobody I know. Octavia Spencer was in it. That's weird.
She's a person.
Yes, she is. Okay, now I gotta look up David Spade real quick.
See how tall he is?
Yeah, he is 7 feet tall.
Oh, man.
He's 5'7". It actually says it. Wow.
So he'd be like a Nate Robinson out there?
Yeah, Nate Robinson. What the hell? Yeah, I think that's the end of this E3 shenanigans.
Mm-hmm.
It's the extravaganza this year. Wow.
Extravagance.
Almost
So
7 hours worth of
3
podcast.
is next year?
I think Borderlands 3 gets shown at either Paris or PlayStation Experience.
You think it's out before next year's E3? Or do you think it's fall next year?
I don't even think it's fall next year. I bet you that's a 2020 game.
What is going on with that?
Here's what I got for you. David Spade was in Senseless with Marlon
Okay.
Wayans from 1998.
What's the story in that one?
A student gets his senses enhanced by an experimental drug, but abuse is not an option. What?
Why is it not an option?
From the director of Wayne's World. I don't know.
I don't even know who the director of Wayne's World is. I love that movie.
Penelope Spheris. I don't know. It's got the mom from that 70s show in it.
Who's the director of Wayne's World 2?
Matthew Lillard's in it. I don't know. This is a rabbit hole that we shouldn't go down.
Crazy that I didn't even know who directed Wayne's World. I don't know.
I can tell you that my buddy is currently struggling playing Nier, and he doesn't understand the story and is having a problem.
Which one? The first or the second one?
He's playing Automata.
Yeah.
Back and forth to the camp, back and forth to the other place. A lot of no fast travel. He's upset about the no fast travel.
There's a fast travel at some point. You have to unlock it.
Is it after the second playthrough?
Sure. I don't know. Let us what?
Is it the second playthrough? Because I didn't get that far.
I feel like you get it before you see the first ending,
I don't
but
remember.
you might not. It's been a while.
Yeah, I don't remember.
I wish they made a physical version for Xbox One X, but they didn't.
Sad day in America.
Yeah.
All right, Ralph.
Is that the end?
Don't lock your kids into cages and give them foil blankets. That's all I got for you.
Foil
Yeah,
blankets?
Yeah, don't let them play hide and seek with the fridge either.
Yeah.
Okay. By kids, do you mean cats? Because
Yeah,
I got going.
Yeah, don't let the cats chew
I feel like putting your cat in a cage is acceptable, but
not a rat in a cage, though.
no, well, yeah.
Never.
Billy doesn't like that.
No way. Yeah, I mean, I guess we're gonna level the night away. We're gonna surmise the score.
Yeah, we have to. It's way too late for that. Don't forget, for the nobody listening, our website is up. whatanawesomepodcast.com. The home
I
for
hope
all.
nobody's aren't listening to this. I thought I got them all.
You didn't. Surprise.
Oh, well, I guess they had to make another one. So.
You gotta make multiple. But head over to whatanawesomepodcast.com. Links to our Twitter, our Facebook, our SoundCloud stream, all of our old videos. It's all right there, and more stuff to come, including. I was hoping you guys would say something.
Dick pics.
Dick pics.
Do they have to be ours?
No.
Richard
Okay.
Nixon dick pics.
I'm just gonna start retweeting celebrity dick pics. Yeah.
I'm gonna bring up the old reviews and put the reviews on there, so if you guys feel the itch to start writing reviews again.
I was thinking about doing that.
The Never Stop review will be on there. Never Dead.
Yeah, feel like I feel like I should write a Haze review. I should write an Aliens Colonial Marines review.
I would be happy to have you post reviews on there. It could be
Vikings Battle for Asgard review.
You can write reviews. Ralph can do radical streams, and we can keep those in there, and I'll just continue to do nothing other than make sure the website is a thing.
Should probably finish the prototype games, get those reviewed.
You mean Infamous?
Well, I'll post a bunch of pictures of Infamous when I write the review.
Okay, thank God for that. Keep that in mind.
Level up.
Bye.
Oh, wait.
Damn it.